What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the debate room. Today it's just me, Q, and Latif. Y'all can say what's up.
What's up, man? We coming in here low energy start episode. I don't know what's going on. We
Bro,
gonna rock though.
the thing is, y'all don't understand what Latif is outside of this podcast. He's just like
What does that
we
even
were
mean?
waiting, we were waiting on him, and then like
Wasn't waiting on me. Wasn't waiting on me.
it's cool. But
You were late
today
to you were late to you were late to get here, dude. What are you talking about?
I
Okay,
was 3 minutes late, bro.
okay.
Anyways, uh, Max
Drop.
cannot be here.
Come on, drop.
You talking about, you talking about
All
Kendrick,
right,
bro?
I want to start the episode off with I told you I was gonna start doing this with a question that doesn't got to do with basketball, football, sports, anything. So we're gonna start doing these before every episode. And my first question, our
I
first
don't
ever
know,
question.
but go
You said
ahead.
what? You remember
I,
that? I said,
You didn't say
nah,
anything about that.
oh my god, y'all lying, bro.
bro got
Uh,
no syndrome. Cool.
what's one question y'all would ask somebody on the first date? Like y'all gotta know on the first date.
Do you have a father figure in your life?
Why is that your first question?
Because
Why is that your first question?
That being the first question is crazy.
because like I don't want a person like I don't want no joint that don't know what a man is to try to tell me how to be a man, bro. I'm tired. Like I see it all the time. I'm tired of it, bro. Don't. Matter of fact, scratch it. That's gonna be question number 2. My real first question is, what do you do for a living, and do you have the link in your Instagram bio? Because if you have a link, then that already starts it off very very bad. And I don't want to see no link. I don't want to click no link. We heard it. You know what I'm saying? I want to know if there's a link in the
Bro,
bio.
I was thinking something else and then I put it together, bro.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I didn't know what
saying?
he was talking about either at first.
I need to know how you get your money. Not because I need money, but I want to know how you're getting your money.
Yeah, so I mean, what you do for a living is definitely a question you gotta ask on the first date for sure.
What would you say, Latif?
One of my main questions obviously was, do you have kids? You gotta ask that because I need to know. I don't want to girl with kids. That's probably well. Besides what Q said, what you do for a living. Um, yeah, I didn't know like we smoke. That's a whole nother conversation, but it's
I'm
certain
not
stuff.
that's probably stuff that you would like text before you go on a date.
What'd you say, bro?
So that's something you would probably text before you go on a date.
True.
You gonna know if you got kids. Like you gonna know that will rip. Like
Yeah.
That was my question for the day though. Jay, what's your answer, bro?
To switch it up, bro, I would probably ask because it's just for me personally. I would probably ask like what they're like socially because like I'm kind of I'm kind of like a quieter person. So most of the first dates that I go on, bro, if I understand and I see that you're quiet, it's most likely not gonna work, bro. Because we're just sitting in silence and stuff like that. I can't do it, bro. So I'm gonna
oh,
ask them, what are you like socially, bro? So it can't be weird. But yeah.
Also, just last thing, gotta ask him, how do you feel about Drake, bro? Are you a Drake fan? Are you not? I gotta know.
All right, let's get into the video, bro.
It is almost a requirement. Like you know what I'm saying. I can't bond with you if you don't. You know what I'm saying?
somebody that don't like Drake. That's just weird.
Hey, it's a character flaw. So it depends. Every girl I talk to, like they mess with Drake, bro. I think Drake is a universal. He's universal, bro. So you don't like him, then you being different, bro.
I don't need to
I don't know.
like him too much though. You feel me?
Yeah,
'Cause
not too much.
uh,
Nah,
yeah.
Let's get into it, Jaden.
all right, so we just had some play in. Well, I think there's one more play-in game, and that is no. There's two more.
So,
There's two more playing games to be had. The Pelicans and the Kings, and then it's going to be the Bulls and the Heat. So we can talk about the first playing game that happened. The Pelicans and Lakers. This game was near and dear to me, and I don't know, man. I'm kind of disappointed. If you watched the last episode, I said that I didn't necessarily want them to lose because then I don't want them to fall out of playoff contention. but I was okay with them losing to the Lakers to avoid the Nuggets. But when the game started going, the juices started flowing. I wanted to win this game so much, like so bad. It was a lot of positives to draw from the game, especially just looking at Zion. 40 points. He did his thing, playmaking wise. Uh, Defense, he was okay. He was okay. Defense, he had some plays where he made an impact. Obviously, he got hurt at the end, and that's kind of what took the game away from us. But there were a lot of positives. I believe Trey Murphy played great. Herb Jones played. We know what Herb Jones brings to the defensive end. He hit some shots. Jose. The only person who didn't play well was CJ and Bi, but I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But I kind of want to ask you guys, what was your initial thoughts while watching the game?
Uh,
It
now go ahead.
it was more so Zion's coming out party. Like it's not like he hasn't had a game like this before, but on this big stage, his first playoff game ever, and he showed up. He showed out. It was a clear difference from the game, game 82, and then this game. Like he came in obviously attacking. It seemed like there was an emphasis on him getting going, and so that's what he was doing. In previous matchups, he struggled with LeBron and AD, even Jackson Hayes to some extent, like with the size the Lakers have in the front court. But this game, it seemed like that almost didn't affect him at all. He was forcing his way to the basket. Like he hit a mid range in the beginning of the game, so he was just dominant in basically every facet of the game. He's playmaking pretty well too. 20 points in the first half, and then down the stretch when the Lakers were trying to keep the lead, it was like every time down the court he was either making a pass or getting to the basket. So it was a great game for Zion. Definitely sad to see him go down with 3 minutes left. I don't know if y'all would have won the game if he would have stayed in, but it was definitely the chances of y'all winning the game definitely went down a lot as soon as he went out. And so it's kind of sad to see because like he just gets injured. He gets injured, and the Pelicans just get injured at the most inopportune times every single season. And so that's pretty bad to see. We're gonna talk about the next game probably when we get to predictions like Kings versus Pelicans, but BI didn't look himself at all, and then Willie Green benched him not because he was injured, because he was just playing terribly. Hurry played well. Trey Murphy played well from what I can remember. Alvarado played well. So y'all got good production from Zion, Herb, Trey Murphy, Alvarado. It was just BI and CJ.
Larry Nance played well too.
It was just BI and CJ who didn't show up, and so
And
that's
Val.
why yeah. Well, Val is. I knew it was gonna happen. I'm not expecting much from him, but when we talk about the Kings and the Pelicans, like the predictions for that game, I'm just gonna go deeper into why I don't think y'all making the playoffs because again, BI is not the same at all. He's clearly not in the shape. Like he's clearly still hurt, probably, and he probably had to rush back to even get up to playing shape. So I just don't think it's gonna be enough, bro. And this is sad to see because at one point y'all were like the fifth seed, like out of the play-in, and now because BI got injured, because Zion got injured in this game, y'all are likely to miss the playoffs.
Yeah. Aside from the injury, like this was a very good, like this, like it showed you like this Pelicans team. And I said it last year, like I don't think this Pelican team is like mediocre. Because clearly they they were primed to be right at the fifth seed, most likely seeing the Clippers, Mavericks, like somebody in that 4, 5, 6 area, like they would have been in. Like you said, they be getting injured at the wrong times. You're right. We don't know if they would have won the game if Zion played those last minutes. Maybe not, but obviously it went down. He went crazy. The Lakers only played well for about 18 minutes this game. If CJ and BI show up, this probably looks a lot different. It's sad to see because now this forces you to make have conversations that you probably thought you was gonna avoid just off them going to the playoffs and making possibly a run, maybe winning a round and whatnot. But I respect Zion. He tried. Like obviously, if he couldn't play the last 3 minutes of the game, then it was something that was really like gonna hamper him. But I think he got some things to look forward to. Next game, we're gonna talk about that. The only way they make it into the playoffs, BI and CJ both have to show up. I don't know how plausible that is, but we gonna see.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah. We can just hop into the next one. Playing reaction. All right, the next game, the Warriors and Kings. This was kind of sad to watch. It was kind of a beating, kind of from like the very start, and it seemed like it didn't seem like the Warriors were ever gonna come back. But I just thought Steph. I was texting my boy who goes here. I just can't put anything uh in front of Steph, especially when it was like a win or go home situation. I thought that Steph was going to be able to push past his team's problems offensively, and it just seemed like it didn't work. Klay Thompson goes 0 for 10. We see what's his name? What's his face? Steph had to play a little bit off ball more. It was just all the defensive attention was on Steph, and it worked because nobody else seemed like they could get it going. So it's sad. I know Latif, you said that this is most likely the end of the dynasty. So I kind of want you to further expand on that.
Yeah, I mean they prolonged the dynasty in 2022, but they've been making terrible decisions for a really long time. Actually, now ever since the James Wiseman selected him, not trading a pick or not taking LaMelo Ball, they have been making terrible decisions in the dynasty. But what really ended the dynasty, I think it ended last year. Like this, no one in their right mind should have expected the Warriors to come into this year and actually be title contenders. That ship sailed a long time ago, like 2 seasons ago. After that Draymond Green punch, when he punched Jordan Poole and their chemistry was all messed up and they struggled throughout the entire season on the road, like they were clearly not winning the championship. After the Lakers sent them home last year, they were clearly not winning the championship. And then coming into this season, Stephen Curry is 35, 36. He's regressing. And it's not like he's still a top 7, top 6 player in the NBA, but he has no second option. Klay was terrible this year. Andrew Wiggins was terrible this year. Draymond Green was great, but he just wasn't available. They have pods, but he was a rookie. He's not ready to be no second option. Kuminga took a big step this year, but again, I don't think he's ready to be a second option in his league. So for the Warriors to get back to prominence, actually being a contender in the West, they have to get a viable second option. Paul George is a name. He's going to be available this summer, possibly, and so maybe they get him. But again, I don't think that puts them in like to be a favorite in the West or anything like that. This dynasty is dead unless Giannis miraculously comes to the Warriors or something like that. Because unless he acts out the Bucks underachieve this offseason or underachieve in the playoffs and they go out in the first round, second round, and then he acts out and goes to the Warriors. But I don't think there's many routes to get towards actual contending in the West because of how strong it is. It's only getting better. The Grizzlies gonna be back next year. The Thunder are only gonna get better. The Denver Nuggets are here. I don't know what the Lakers are gonna be doing, but unless LeBron leaves, they're gonna be they're gonna be in some type of competitive contention, whatever you want to call it. I mean, the Clippers, they're up in the air, but like this West is still gonna be deep for this foreseeable future. And I think the best route for the Warriors right now is probably just let this ride out. I mean, y'all had a great run for 10 plus years. Y'all had one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history. I don't know if they can like set up for the future while letting this ride out, but you owe it to Steph, Klay, Dre, in my opinion, to let them retire as Warriors. That's how I think it should go. Even if it's probably not in the best interest of the organization, like future wise, but sometimes they're not ready to retire right now. So I don't know what the alternative to be. Move off Klay, move off Steph. Like Steph is going to retire a Warrior. So it's either try to build a championship team around him or let them fade into the sunset. And I don't think there's many avenues for them to be building a championship contender. I just don't think so. They don't have too many assets. They have like Moody and Kuminga, and they have a few picks, but they don't have this. They picked this year. I think Portland has that. They had a pick in I think 2026. If Portland takes their pick this year, they had a pick in 2026. They had a pick in 2027. But like, what player are you getting that you have to trade for those assets where it will also compromise your future? Q.
If you're gonna still employ Steph, you don't worry about the future. You worry about the Steph future. you're kind of like we on the same page. Obviously, the dynasty's be end, but you also like you're leaving out a lot of context. You know, like you use your context to like support the whole dynasty failing situation, but you left out the other context, like them being injured for 2 years or Wiggins missing a whole half of the season with family issues, and Wiggins not being the same this year, and they still won 47 games. Which if they won 5 more games, like 3 more games, not even 5 more, if they won 3 more games, they'd be a 5th seed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like they didn't, can't compete. They can compete. They have Steph. But if you swap out bad Clay and Wiggins and you bring in Paul George, you're that much better. Like Paul George is probably better than both those players combined right now. I'm not going to even go say anything. I know for a fact that he is. You swap him in. Now you have Steph, Paul George, Draymond, and everybody else still. You still have all your young pieces. You'll be fine.
They probably will still be able to keep Clay. I mean, I think Clay would just take a pay cut at that point. But
he have to, because that's the only way. Because they have to, move Chris Paul or either use Chris Paul's salary to move off and get something back, or completely let go of Chris Paul and you let go of Clay. That's the only way they're gonna get under the apron, because Joe Lacob wants to get under the apron no matter what.
So, well, as far as this season, as far as the context, right? I don't think even they would have won 3-5. Like, let's say they won 5 more games. I think they're still first round exit. Just depending on the matchup. Like, I just don't think the Warriors are that great of a team this year. Like, I don't think they are.
If they win this game, if Clay's not generationally bad,
right?
And Clay's not generationally bad, they get a first round matchup with OKC.
I'll pick OKC.
I'm picking OKC.
Maybe, sure, but it's still a series with Steph versus somebody that hasn't been the playoff guy ever yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand that.
Ride with Steph. That guy can still go 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's a foregone conclusion. We're talking about a young team versus all that experience, all that,
That is
true.
Stalemate,
but you got the best player in the series.
I do think the Thunder are a much better team than the Warriors, and I don't think it's one of those teams where it's like a bad matchup because they don't have size for them. And while the Warriors were one of the best defenses in the season, they match up okay. They match up okay with the Thunder, but it's like, let's say you put Wiggs on Shea, he can probably do a good job on him. Who is guarding J-Dub? Draymond? No, Wiggins guarding. Wiggins is guarding.
You said Wiggins holding
guarding Shea. Yeah,
you can put pods.
Be serious.
Cut it out.
That's my point, though, Jay. Like, they don't really match up. To me, they don't match up that too well with them, unless you're putting Draymond on J-Dub and going big or something like that. And maybe start Tracy Jacks Davis or whatever his name is. But I don't know. Yeah, bro. I don't know that. I feel like I don't know. Thunder. Obviously, the Warriors have a shot, but I never thought the Warriors were going past the first round this year. Like,
me either.
Ever. So, well, they would be really good with Paul George, but like, would you think they could be a contenders in the West with Paul George?
I think Steph, Paul George, and Draymond's a very, very good team. I don't think there's no I feel like you're the only person in the world that feels like they won't be.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty tough.
I feel like if you just poll that team right there across everywhere that you talk basketball about, you'll probably be in the minority. Like, I promise you. You know what I'm saying?
I think they'd be a good team like in the regular season and stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, I don't know if I would pick them to win a championship. I would still probably have the Nuggets over them. It's depending on what the Lakers roster look like. I'll probably have the Lakers over them still. Definitely.
Yeah. Outside of the Nuggets, it ain't no clearing at all. Like with no other team. With Steph.
Yeah, they would be in a mix of all these teams that are under the Nuggets still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, if I think the Lakers are a contender and the Warriors on the same level, then just by that, just straight logic, the Warriors have to be a contender. Because you don't think they're going to win the championship because the Nuggets are going to win the championship doesn't mean they're not a contender. It doesn't mean they're not good.
No, I didn't say they weren't going to be good. What are the Lakers a contender? Y'all, do you think so right now?
I think, like I said before this started, I think outside of the Nuggets, everybody else is pretty much on the same playing field. Like, there's no like next second best team. Like the Lakers, you taking them over OKC. The Lakers have beat up on the Clippers this year, except for that one game. I'm taking the Lakers over the Mavericks. Clearly, I would have taken the Lakers over the Pelicans. I would have took the Lakers over the Kings, even though they beat us all season, whatever, and last season, whatever.
They beat us 4 times.
Yeah. But I'd also take the Mavericks. Like, I think the Mavericks going to beat the Clippers. I think the Mavericks would beat OKC. I think the Mavericks would have beat the Pelicans. Like, I think it's pretty even. It's just who you going, like, when you're catching these people and when you're playing them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like who you're going to see, make it out outside of the Nuggets. Like, just leave the Nuggets out of it. Everybody else is pretty, like, neck and neck to me.
But so what should be the direction of the Warriors in this offseason? Are you targeting Paul George? Because it's a possibility that they don't get him. So
Paul George. Like, I think he's gonna end up in Philly. But for the Warriors,
Paul George is gonna end up in Philly?
Yeah.
He could.
They're gonna have the money for 2 max slots. If they wanted, they could get Paul George, they could give Clay a tiny bit of bread and still go get somebody else. Probably bring back Buddy Hield or Kelly Oubre, or bring back both. Like, they'd have enough money to, do some things. The Warriors.
Why not the Lakers? Y'all were petitioning for that earlier this season.
The Lakers don't need more old, injury-prone players.
That would be fire. Just on the thought process. On paper, that would be fire. That would be fire on paper, of course.
But see, Steph, you know how the Olympics work. Steph about to go to the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? He looking to try and win some rings. You about to go to a spot that got 11 other all-star, / All-NBA players. Chop it up, have some conversations. How usually these big threes, are formed, super teams, great teams are formed. They build the connections. That this would be his first Olympics. Like, not his first. He's been to FIBA, but he ain't never been, to the actual, on the actual Olympic roster. It'd be his first time, right? Got KD right there. If something happens with the Suns and they get, booted first round, KD, you trying to come back? You never know. That conversation can happen. The conversation with LeBron can happen. You never know. It's certain things. Like, is it certain things? Team USA, allows for a lot of type of in-depth conversation because you're around these dudes that you're not around them like throughout the season, but you definitely around them for a good 3-4 week stretch, every single day. So you're getting to talk to these people, you're getting to know them, you knowing their tendencies, they're knowing yours, you're playing with them. So now, like, when things start to look good between the 2-man game between Steph and whoever it is, now it's like, all right, you feel me? Let's try this out for the next 3 years while I'm still playing at a top 10 level. KD's right there. Like, if something goes wrong, KD's right there, and we know he's not afraid to switch a team. Kevin Durant's still playing at a top 10 level. So,
all right. So I want to ask you, I want to ask both of y'all. Do y'all think Clay, Steph, and Draymond are done winning championships? Like, is the dynasty over? Like, they're not winning. They're not. Huh?
Yeah. So
as that being the main core, yes, for sure.
Yeah, like them individually. Like Steph and Drake could probably get another one if they bring somebody or like somebody else join the team, or like if Clay ends up on the bench of like the Lakers or something, or like say Philly, something happens. Like I said, if Philly get Paul George and Clay, they could probably win a chip. You never know. I don't know. They probably, but together as a core, hell no.
It's just different now, bro. It's first off, Draymond doesn't bring enough offensively to help Steph. Clay doesn't bring anything, actually. Man, I was gonna say offensively, but I was anything. He's not the defender that he was. There was a stretch, I think, towards the end of the season where he was shooting well, and I think that's why they brought him back into the starting lineup. But last season,
24, he averaged like 24 points.
But he was hooping, and then 0 for 10 performance. So yeah, it's kind of over between those three, and it's kind of sad to see. Like you said, basically my whole childhood, I've been seeing the Golden State Warriors be amazing. So just to see this kind of ride out into the sunset and be over with it's sad. But no, as that unit, no, like the main three, no, it's not happening. And I don't know what they're gonna do too, because they don't have. I don't care what you say. I know you thought that Kuminga was some rising star, but
who said that? We talking about me?
Yes, you.
No,
yes,
we talking about, so you talking about we do like the ceilings? I think his ceilings probably still all-star player. I think y'all was underrating him. Saying this man could be a Euro player is nuts. Like, he played really, really well in a playing game, and he played really, really well to end the season. Like, well, actually, like the last 40 games, he was hooping. So I don't know what we doing.
Any trade that the Warriors are gonna pull off, the other team is calling asking about Kuminga.
Yeah,
that's
he could be. He has star potential. You're gonna
have to throw in Wiggins because of the money, and then the Warriors could trade 3 or 4 first round picks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be the package that's gonna be able to get with them whatever they want. Like if it's a
first round picks,
they got 3 2025. 2 of them is theirs, one's Atlanta's. 2027 they got another 2, 2028 they got another 1 plus Atlanta's.
You said 3 2025.
Yeah, 2025 they got 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
2. They got theirs in Atlanta's for 2025 and 2028.
No. They got that's 2026. They got theirs in Atlanta. I'm looking at it right now on Fanspo.
I have a question though, Latif, because earlier you brought up the
from I can see.
You were talking about you were talking about what draft class was that? Was that 2021? Or 2020?
That was 2020.
Yeah. So you're talking about them trading down, and you don't think they should have got Wiseman or whatever like that. At that point, you needed a center. Like, so hindsight, of course, you could say that was the wrong decision.
That's actually like the Warriors didn't need a center. Like a center was never like super important to their plans because their center probably was only going to play like 20 minutes anyway, because at most of the time they're employing the Draymond at 5 situation. You know what I'm saying? So they technically didn't even need to go out and do that. Like they really should have just went, best player available / who's gonna, fit in the next 2 years, because we know these dudes is getting old. Clay just came back from injury type. You feel me? Like that's when you should have took LaMelo or Tyrese or something like that. Like
was Tyrese projected to go that high? I don't think Tyrese was.
Nah, Tyrese wasn't.
He was around like he should have went no lower than like 8 though. Like in all honesty, like he should have never went no lower than 8, but he did.
In all honesty, and this might sound like hindsight, I have no idea why James Wiseman was drafted that high. Like ridiculous. Like he did not play that much at Memphis at all. He got suspended, and it's like when he was playing, nothing about him really stood out to me, to be honest. But that was like 4 years ago. I wasn't like deep into the draft, but it's like in hindsight, I don't know. It's like he just seemed coming to the league seemed so uncoordinated, not really high IQ. Like
and the thing is, like if the Warriors didn't take Wiseman, Charlotte wasn't taking Wiseman. You know what I'm saying? They would have redid their whole draft board. Like
who did they have? Who did they have at the center position?
Probably like the same dudes they got there.
They didn't have Mark Williams, so they didn't have nobody for real. I don't think.
Yeah, they wasn't. They wasn't. You
said what?
Plumlee their center?
I don't know. They probably would have took him to me. I don't know. I have to go back and look.
I just don't think so. Like I was in that same thought process with Jaden. Like, yeah, the Warriors going Wiseman because they need a center, but like even in hindsight, I was like, they didn't need a center. Like they never played like that, like at all. So it's like, what's the point of taking a center? I might as well take the other, the guard that can shoot and playmaking and whatnot, and try to fix. That was the time where they really could have, got the star potential dude, but they didn't. But like I said, those same type of years they dealt with injuries and whatnot. So like you kind of like scoff at like the wrong pick of James Wiseman because like, yeah, we made that pick, but we won a chip, so it doesn't really matter. But like this is where you get into these situations right now. Like you don't really got no future. Everybody's getting old, hurt. Clay putting up offers. Draymond punching folks, going demented. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. On top of their picks, though, they got all their picks from 2025 to 2029. Obviously, you can't trade them back to back, but they could trade Atlanta's picks back to back because those ain't their picks. So they could probably give somebody 4 first-round picks for any type of star that they really want. Like you said with Giannis, if Giannis son go crazy this year, they get booted in the first round, which they probably will. Andrew Wiggins, Kuminga, 4 first-round picks for Giannis. Might as well take that.
Milwaukee would have to underperform in the playoffs. They might actually. So especially because Giannis is hurt, that could be a very well possibility. Because
it's a Dame series, bro. Anyways, we kind of harped on the Warriors a little bit. Yeah, I feel like we should talk about the Kings. The Kings played great, man. I believe Mike Brown. What do you have? Like a 7-8 man rotation. They all played very, very well. Keon Ellis was kind of the big surprise, and then you had Keegan Murray who went off. So what was your thoughts on the Kings' performance? We know that the Warriors underachieved, but what was your thoughts on the Kings?
They playing with house money right now. Like they know they undermanned. They playing with house money. Keegan was on one. Keon Ellis, he been a surprise since Kevin Herter went down and Malik Monk outplayed the Hall of Famer. Fox was doing his thing in the beginning. He couldn't really shoot, but he had that little highlight tip dunk. Sabonis, I didn't really see too much of what Sabonis was doing because like Keegan and Keon basically kind of stole the show. Yeah, they were just playing. You seen they had the camaraderie, the youth, the wherewithal to really come out there and play. This is a team that they've been playing. I guess like had been like the big brother the last year and a half, 2 years. They played them close all season. And they was tired of getting shitted on. Now they came out to play. They basically ended this dynasty. They tried to end it last year, but they finally got they just do, and they send them home. I think their season is to them. They should feel like whatever happens now, like we good. We ended the Warriors. So I think they just playing on the high right now, like because we don't expect them to do anything in the playoffs anyway. So they might as well just take this stuff right now.
Don't worry, they're not even making the playoffs. But
I want to get to our predictions for the Kings and Pelicans game. That's what I want to get into, bro.
All right, that's fine. So the Kings and the Pelicans play Friday, and obviously the big headline is Zion Williamson is not playing in that game. It was what did they say it was? A hamstring injury that is what sidelined him all of last year, and he re-aggravated his hamstring. They said they're going to reevaluate him in about 2 weeks, but the Pelicans always say 2 weeks. It ends up being 5 years. So it looks like Zion Williamson is going to be out for the remainder of the season, and we're not going to see him until next season. My prediction for this game is that the Pelicans come out with a win. I know, Latif, you were talking about Brandon Ingram doesn't look good. Bro, what Brandon Ingram reminded me of against the Lakers was what he was playing like I think the year that Zion averaged like 27 or I think that was his second year. I think the most games that he's ever played. Brandon Ingram is a rhythm player, so as CJ. I'm going to get into CJ a little bit. When Brandon Ingram is off, he is one of the worst players I've ever seen play. Like it's disgusting. I hate watching him. And then they try to feed him the ball. He tries to get in rhythm, and it's disgusting. It messes up the whole flow of the offense. And that's kind of what was happening. And then he had to be taken out of the game. I'm happy that Willie Green did that. But that is what happened. Now coming into this game, I believe that CJ is going to have a great game. We saw with when it was just him and Zion, when he didn't have to share the wealth between two other All-Stars, just him and Zion, he had the ball more. He had the ball more in his hands. He could be in rhythm. And CJ is a rhythm player. So I believe that he's going to be great. I think against the Warriors, against the Kings, he had over 8 threes. That can happen again tomorrow. We have consistently killed the Kings this whole year, like consistently. And it hasn't been by a small margin. It's been by a large margin. Of course, with Zion being out, that kind of changes a lot of things. But Trey Murphy is hooped against the Kings. I saw a lot from Jose that I like defensively. I saw a lot that I like from Herb. Herb's been doing that. But I think that we could actually win this game. I think we can contain Fox. Keegan is not getting off like that again. It's like that's not happening. He's gonna have to do that. Like he's gonna literally have to do that. Keon Ellis, not worried about that, bro. Like not worried at all. Sabonis might get off. Sabonis probably will get off.
You have no one to guard him, bro.
Sabonis will get off.
If Sabonis go off, y'all gonna double. He gonna make the easy read, and Keegan gonna go off. Like it's up. Your best, but you do have a formula. Like if you throw Herb on De'Aaron Fox from the start, just see how that goes, and just let that ride out like that. Like, I just let him live and die by himself. I do have the depth to really from the wings to really do something, but how well is BI gonna play after that situation? Like you said, you got to get into rhythm. Trey Murphy, I like Trey Murphy. He's still not there yet. Like that, you could just rely on him, repeatedly. Val ain't playing.
Yeah.
I don't know what CJ gonna do. CJ, he gonna be out there fighting for his life still.
CJ, I'm telling you, CJ is gonna hoop, bro. Like I
throw Keon on CJ.
That's what I'm gonna say. Keon clapped Steph, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, he had a big, he was really like integral in making Steph struggle.
Keon didn't do anything against him against the Kings like a week ago.
The Pelicans are losing this game, bro. The Pelicans.
What did Keon do to CJ a week ago? Yeah,
the Pelicans are going to lose this game. Not only is Zion out, but Bi is probably either still banged up, not in rhythm, or just getting back in his stride. I don't expect him to just go crazy when he's barely back from injury. Zion's out. Bi is not playing well. You're really counting on CJ McCollum to win you a game. You're not going to probably win that game. You'll have no one to guard.
That is so bad. He's literally done it. He's literally done it.
Okay.
I seen CJ McCollum 7. I seen him in a game 7.
That was like 5 years ago.
I seen him in a game.
Are you talking about against the Grizzlies?
Gave me a little career.
No, he's talking about against Nuggets. He's talking about against Nuggets.
Bro, I'm talking about what he did recently against the Suns. He literally got us. He got us a win.
Okay, but he also the other day was just trash. So I mean, it's like it's up and down with the time.
He has to share the ball with a ball dominant Zion, a ball dominant Brandon Ingram, Trey Murphy pulling from 30 feet, bro. Like it's different. CJ has to get a rhythm.
CJ been good though. He been good this year though. He ain't been terrible. You talk about every time we in the Discord and you talk about
that's not true. That's not true.
No. Every time we in the Discord, you talk about CJ, you always acting like this man is a terrorist, but he be having some good games sometimes, bro. His splits are not that bad, bro.
He does. Sometimes.
Yeah, he has some bad. But he's able to coexist though. He's able to coexist though. You act like he ain't able to coexist. He's able to coexist.
I'm not saying that, but when there's just one star next to him, it's better because he has the ball in his hands more, and it's easier for him to get in rhythm. Now, there's times where CJ can have a great game. You know what Shannon Sharp used to say about Russ back on the Lakers a few years ago? You know Russ is going to mess up, but you hope that it doesn't come at the most inopportune times. That's what happens with CJ. He can play great 1 through 3 quarters, and in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, he starts acting like a terrorist. Like it gets disgusting. That's what I'm talking about. You just have to live and die. You know what you're getting with CJ. Now, again, I'm gonna excuse him for his performance the other day because, again, like I said, he's a rhythm player. I don't believe that he was in rhythm. I believe we kind of set him up for failure. I personally think that Brandon Ingram probably shouldn't have played that game, honestly, because now you're putting a ball dominant guy with a team that was already rolling, and now you have to fit him into the offense, and that's just a recipe for disaster in such a huge game like that. If we win that game, we get in the playoffs. You can integrate him in the playoffs with more time for BI to rest. But it is what it is. I get it. It's BI. He's an all-star caliber player. You can what word am I gonna get? You can get a lot from an all-star kind of guy. So I'm not mad at them at BI playing. But it just is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I think CJ can get it done, bro. Respectfully.
All right, bro. You 0 for 1.
Who was guarding Sabonis?
You really 0 for 1.
Larry Nance.
Bro, okay.
Did Nance not do a good job? Did Nance not do a good job defensively against AD?
I'm not gonna lie. LeBron and AD just had a bad game. I'm not.
They did have a bad game. No, we clamped up though. Like we forced Bron into tough shots, into tough layups.
I feel like LeBron and AD were just tired, and they realized it was on some. We just whooped their ass the other game, so it's like they didn't come in super crazy. They've been playing basically playoff basketball for the last month, trying to get up in the standards. They was tired. Like they had a bad game against a team they just killed. They probably thought it was going to be easy again. Like, and that's at one point it looked crazy. It looked like, oh yeah, it's the same old. You know what I'm saying? And then Zion had out of body experience, and then he had a regular experience.
Out of body is crazy.
Sabonis just dropped 16, 12, and 7 on Draymond Green.
Yeah, I was just about to say that he was doing it good against Draymond. Draymond is usually
that's what happens when Draymond don't step on nobody's chest. He get killed. But that's a story for another day.
Can we talk about the Heat and Sixers? Drake, I want you to start with this, Mr. Jaden. You got a lot to say. You got a lot to say. in the group chat, and you were taking a lot of victory laps in the first half. So what's that about?
Okay, so like I said in the last episode, it's hard for me to put anything against Spo, and the Heat lose this game, trailing by 1 point, 105, 104. And yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. I mean,
I
the
want
game
you to
looks
say what happened when you was talking that playoff Jimmy nonsense when he didn't even get hurt yet, and you was
he
talking
looked
that
banged up the whole game. The whole game he looked banged up. He was
wasn't saying that when he was talking to playoff Jimmy nonsense when he was 4 of 10. Like
because what he was doing defensively was
too big.
crazy.
He was too big. He was too big.
my
He was
fault,
too big.
2 of 8.
My
fault. Even worse, bro. You was talking. I pulled up
feel
all
like
cap. Jimmy.
I feel like we forget that there's two sides to the basketball, and Latif, it's kind of disgusting knowing that you were a defensive-minded type of guy. So it's actually
keep saying that.
it's kind of disgusting because you're like terrible. Yeah,
I literally talk about defense all the time, bro. I don't, bro. You playoff Jimmy is not one side of the ball type of thing. It's not. I don't know what it is.
It's not.
What he be doing is scoring the basketball, bro. People know he's going to defend. People call him playoff Jimmy because what he does scoring the basketball. He wasn't doing that good. He was just throwing his body around per usual.
He wasn't doing good offensively because he was injured, but defensively he was making his mark. Now, with this game, I thought the game was won in the second quarter. Obviously, we saw the zone shake up the Sixers. They looked lost, like they looked puzzled. They didn't know what to do, and then they adjusted. Embiid making a huge playmaking leap, passes that I didn't even think that he could make. The relocation from Batum looked absolutely beautiful. Obviously, Latif, you were talking about them taking out Tobias Harris, which is cool. I mean, it's an adjustment, but it's not like some outer worldly thing. If somebody's playing ass, you take them out.
No coaching adjustment. I want you to understand this. No coaching adjustment in the NBA is a crazy adjustment because it's all the same type of adjustments. There's nothing new that coaches are adjusting and doing. It's like you're not seeing something that they did is the first time you're seeing it. Like, so every little adjustment is still an adjustment. Like, it's not, they're all the same level, bro. You was trying to knock it, but like running a zone ain't like, oh my gosh, he ran his zone, bro. That's not like a great adjustment.
They do that that's not even an adjustment. They do that every single time they play the Sixers, bro. They do that all the time. That's not an adjustment. That's the game plan for them. Also, taking the $40 million to play out the game is a big deal. Like, that's not something you just do all the time. He's one of your highest paid players in the game.
He wasn't playing good. That's what
I know
do.
that.
They
let people play all the time when they're playing bad, bro. Like Jimmy Butler was in the game. He was in the game when he was playing trash. They did not take him out. Like, what are you talking about?
Not do that. In a winner go home situation.
What do you mean? Do what?
Until you do.
What do you mean?
If they would have took Jimmy Butler,
you look for
if they would have took Jimmy Butler out of the game, they would have had a better chance to win that game. Yes or no?
Who else would you put in?
Bro, Hayward High School was playing well. Ame was playing well. I think Kevin Love has some. I know that. And he had those two players you had in the lineup. Tyler Hero, Bam. Kevin Love was playing decent. Like, I'm like Jimmy Butler, and you take him out the game, he's playing trash. They
could have scored on a Kevin Love zone for like 5 minutes, bro.
What was Jimmy detrimental to the team? Yes or no?
Offensively,
bro.
I want to pause right here because I meant to say
in the second half. What did he do? In the second half, what did he do defensively though? In the second half, what did he do defensively?
Bro said he was doing it. He hurt, so he wasn't good on offense. If he hurt, don't you think he'd be bad on defense too?
Nah, it's different.
No, it's not.
You can play defense hurt, but you can't play offense hurt. Which one harder to do?
I do that. Literally, I do that.
You're not Jimmy Butler, bro. You're not Jimmy Butler.
Staying with somebody on defense is way harder than I personally like.
Playing defense hurt is harder than playing offense.
Yeah,
bro.
it is.
If you hurt, you could just become a spot-up shooter. For real. Ain't much to do after. Like you just sitting there. But Jimmy can't do that because he's not one of those. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. But yeah, he wasn't.
Gets past this Sixers team.
Maybe.
Theoretically, I guess maybe.
Not
But yeah,
theoretically.
Kevin Love played well. Jaime played well. Was Hayward Heisman gave him good minutes.
Hero came up big at the end of the game.
Jovic was all right, but I mean, so I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like keeping Jimmy Butler in the game was detrimental because what did he do in the second half? Literally, I don't think he did much at all, to be honest.
This team is just not that good, and I agree with you guys with what you guys are saying in the group chat and the Discord. They're finally gonna reap what they sow with not being good in the regular season and then just getting bailed out by the play-in. I don't think that this team even makes it to Boston in the playoffs. I think the Bulls defeat the Heat. Obviously, we can get into that a little bit later when we get into the predictions. But that's all I have to say about this game. Batum kind of changed the narrative offensively, defensively. He played amazing. Like I said, Embiid, man, that playmaking jump. What, bro?
Can we talk about how you said Embiid was going to choke and down the stretch, barely come back from an injury, clearly tired. He was amazing in the clutch. Yes
Did
or no?
I not just giving Embiid his flowers, bro?
Okay, I just want to make sure that you were wrong about that because you said you were cooking in the last episode. You were cooking in the last episode. He definitely didn't choke. He was bad for a lot of part of the game. But part of choking is being bad for when it matters.
You got to realize he scored 11. I think he scored 11. No, 11 or 13. What did he score?
11 in the second half. In the fourth quarter, he went 11 and 5, 5 assists, something like that. In the whole fourth quarter, 3 for 5.
He went crazy in the clutch, bro.
MVP.
Hey,
and I'm not gonna lie. Why are we acting like I haven't been giving flowers to Embiid this whole year? Like I said,
I was just talking about last episode, bro. I was just talking about last episode. So you said playoff time. He's like he's ready to choke. You said Spo it's just playoff time. He never loses game, even though he lost a game last year. I guess, but
yeah,
Anyways, we can talk about the Bulls and Hawks. This your team supposed to be. You barely talk about the Bulls too. You barely talk about the Bulls
because it's like it's. I don't like to talk about mediocrity that much. Do you know what happened to I don't even know what I called it anymore. What is it called?
They mediocre.
Yes, bro. What am I calling it?
They've been just as successful as the Pelicans, but you talk about the Pelicans way more, and it's your hometown city, bro.
Yeah. What was my Bear segment? I can't even think of the name.
Bear Witness.
Bear Witness, yeah.
Yeah, I stopped doing that because what is there to talk about? I can't talk about trash. I can't talk about trash.
Bro did one episode, literally.
Because bro, I was gonna say the same thing. They were losing every game. Like it was disgusting. But again, you got a lot of production. You got a lot of production from the whole team. Io 19 points. Coby White 42, of course. Vooch played great, 24 and 12. DeRozan 22, 9 and 6. This is a decent Bulls team. They got past the Hawks. I didn't expect the Hawks to win this game at all. Trae Young is a fraud. Trae Young is a fraud. It's crazy. I'm trolling. But what's his name? Did y'all see DeJounte? He was looking like hella upset and shit. What was that about?
DeJounte was hooping. I'm not gonna lie. DeJounte been hooping for a long time this season.
I'm talking about to end the half. Did y'all see that where he was tweaking, he was screaming and shit?
I didn't start watching that game until the third quarter. That's not important. But any of the 3 teams not named Philly were getting swept anyway. Maybe steal a game. I don't really care.
Yeah, but this was a great game for the hometown team, man. You guys got something special in Coby White for sure. I was telling the thing that's crazy, Latif and Q. Y'all like to get on me about saying you don't watch the team and blah blah blah. My brother tried to put that card on me with Coby White when he was like, first I'm not even gonna repeat what he said because he was just doing utterly too much. But he tried to pull. I don't watch Coby White, so I shouldn't speak on him. Blah 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 blah. So it was getting disgusting. So I actually see what you mean when I say that's annoying because that was crazy when you said that to me. Yeah, I've been covering Coby White the whole year. Have I not?
But you said you don't watch the Bulls.
I don't watch the Bulls like that, bro. Like I just can't do mediocrity. but I have been tuning into Coby White.
No, I don't know. I think the Trae Young, DeJounte Murray era is over in Atlanta, though. They need to trade both of them. Not one, both of them. Like full rebuild. It's wraps. Trae Young cannot be your best player on a championship team. I don't think that's a hot take. They don't have a lot of flexibility as far as cap space. They don't have a lot of flexibility as far as draft assets. They traded a lot of their capital away to get DeJounte Murray from the Spurs. Don't have their picks for a few years. So they just need to wrap it up. Like they just need to just trade DeJounte, trade Trae, and just complete rebuild. Now, that kind of doesn't make sense because they don't have their picks, and whoever they trade to is probably going to be a good team, possibly. And so, but it's better just being mediocre. If you having Trae Young as your best player, you are embracing that you are going to be a mediocre team for like ever. Like a Trae Young-led team is not going to be a good basketball team.
Why are you switching up?
What do you mean?
Why are you switching up? No. Because this is disgusting.
What?
In 2020 and 2021, you were talking about how Trae Young led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yes, he did.
So why are you switching up? I feel like if you have a decent roster,
that was 3 years ago.
Okay,
they have a decent roster right now. What are you talking about? They have a decent roster right now.
I'm saying if you have a roster more.
I understand what he getting at. You know what I'm saying? But the way you speak on it is like you try and blame Trae Young for real. It's not a Trae Young. I don't think it's a Trae Young problem.
You have a ceiling when you have a ceiling when he's your best player. Yes or no?
And what is that ceiling?
A mediocre team in the East.
Prior to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Not the Eastern Conference Finals?
Oh no, he's never going there again. He's never going there again. He's never going there again.
When I said it was a fluky COVID year. When people were out because of COVID, and you tried to talk me down from that, why?
I was using the ECF because you was trying to say Jamal Murray's better than him. Is what I was talking about. So
I don't think I ever said that. So what are you lying about?
That's why we were talking about Trae Young. That's why we were talking about Trae Young.
I never said Jamal Murray.
No. Isaiah was in a group chat and he was talking about Jamal Murray is better than Trae Young, and me and him had a whole debate about it. And you came in to talk about it. I think you came in to talk about it. And you were talking about
this ECF being fluky. Ever said that.
That's when we had the conversation. We don't be talking about Trae Young often. I feel
like
I have never said Jamal Murray is better than Trae Young.
Like
I'm talking about
that feels like something.
No. Jaden. That's when the whole you said the ECF was fluky. That's when the whole thing came. What other time did we talk about Trae Young? Please.
I have never ever in life said that Jamal Murray is better than Trae Young. That's literally just stupid. I have never said that.
Okay. Regardless, cool. We don't got dog to be that. But listen though, the ceiling of the team with Trae Young as number one option is a playoff team that's probably going to lose in the first round. Yes or no?
No, because I know for a fact he's gotten farther than that. So I can't say his ceiling is something lower than where he's been at. That fundamentally does not make sense. Like. At all, like there's no way that your brain can tell you that, like because
a younger, more inexperienced Trae Young led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. So a more talented.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. 2021 to fluke year. I don't want to tell you.
But when I said when I said that I was crazy.
Hold on. It was a fluky year for everybody.
It was.
You gotta understand.
But when I said that, I was crazy though. I was crazy when I said that.
It's different because it's how you deliver it. And y'all right. You feel me? So delivery is a lot. Is very important. Teeth likes to do a lot of things disrespectfully. You do too. Like that's one thing y'all do have in common. Yeah, that's one thing y'all do. Y'all very disrespectful. You be trying to hide it though, Teeth. Jaden just really out front with it. 2021. Remember that was the year after the season ended in October, bro. Like the finals that ended in October. They had like 30 days before the turnaround. So all the teams that made long playoff runs, they all dealt with injuries. Jamal Murray was out. AD and LeBron dealt with injuries that year. Obviously, Solomon Hill had something to do with that. Miami went out in the first round. They was gassed. They was tired. Utah went through what they went through. Like everybody went down. Like that. And I don't want to discredit Giannis, but look what he had to deal with. He ain't really had to face much. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have to play basically to beat the Hawks, like for the Bucks to beat the Hawks in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Suns, you could name off every single player that wasn't there for them when they went on a run. So I think the whole since everybody was in an equal playing field and everybody was hurt, I can't say that Trae Young's run was fluky because that means everybody's run was fluky. You know what I'm saying?
People discount that Giannis run a lot of times because people was being injured though. And I would say I don't know. I personally just don't see them ever going there again. Like especially with like East is not great, but I don't think they're ever going to be better than the Knicks. I don't think they're going to be better than the Magic ever again. As far as we talking about the immediate future, as long as Giannis is on the Bucks, they won't be better than them. Who else? Won't be better than the Celtics. As long as Embiid is on the Sixers, they won't be better than them either. So it's like
if he's the best player, yes. Like if he's the best.
That's what I'm talking about. They're not going back there again if he's the best player.
What do you mean?
Like,
though? So are we saying number one option?
If you put a better roster around him, you can see a different situation. Like if the team around him was better, like if he had a better player than Clint Capella, things could change. Like if he had
do you think it's easy to build around Trae Young?
Around a small guard that can't really defend?
No.
Not really, but we've seen it done. Steph Curry's not a small guy. That's like the biggest myth in the world. Like he's like
6'3". I mean, he's a little bit more bulky. He's a
lot more bulky. He's the strongest player on his team for real. Like he lifts the most on his own team. That's documented facts.
Steph Curry's not also that wasn't easy to build around. That just because it happened doesn't mean it was easy. That was not easy at all. That was a masterclass by what's bro name? He was ESPN now. Why am I blanking on his name? They OG him.
Damn, I forgot. He's the president for the Washington Commanders now, for real.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'm blanking on his name. But that wasn't Bob Myers. Bob Myers, yeah. That's not something easy to do. That was not something easy to do. They kind of got lucky.
Was Myers and Steve Kerr making Draymond a starter and believing in Draymond. Like that really happened by like this very smart. It was Jerry West too, matter of fact, for real. They all had a part in that. Like that was very smart up top things.
And despite what you may think, Jaden, Draymond Greens don't just grow on trees. A lot of those type of players are not walking around. They're not at all. But, by the way,
he doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. Draymond Green just does not move.
Dark skin Ben Simmons is crazy.
He really is though. And it's disgusting that you guys try to pull this. I don't even want to get into it. Bro.
I like Ben Simmons. I'm a Ben Simmons fan. Like I know that's like we in the minority, but he ain't Ben Simmons ain't Draymond. Like,
bro,
player for player. Let's see. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to fix your face,
bro.
Oh no! Like, if they had to be the best player on my team, like if they were the best player on my team, I'd take Ben Simmons for sure.
Okay, thank you.
But for the Warriors, it's not the same.
Obviously, no. If you took peak Ben Simmons, I'm talking about playmaking, scoring at the rim, getting downhill, all that type of stuff, and you put him on the Warriors and told him, you know what, you have to accept this condensed role of being a great on-ball defender or just holding down the fort in the paint, whatever. Because Ben Simmons is one of the best, one of the most versatile defenders that I have seen.
His playmaking is not. He don't playmake how Draymond Green playmake. Ben Simmons has to have the ball in his head, like to playmake. Like that's how he playmake, and he's more like in transition. Not a great half court initiator like Draymond would be in that system and all them players. Like Ben Simmons doesn't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be the same.
I just won't have this debate seriously online. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Nah, bro, it's because you're not thinking like player for player in totality, bro. Like I don't care.
He was not a better player than him.
Draymond is one of the best defenders of all time. Yes,
I think right. Let's say you were to start a team with one player, right? Does not mean he's better than the other player. I personally feel like that. Just because you were ready to start a team with someone does not mean that they're a better player. Because again, prime Ben Simmons is not better than prime Draymond. That's like not a thing.
Ben Simmons is more of a corner. Ben Simmons is a cornerstone. Draymond Green is a key piece.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Draymond Green was just a cornerstone.
What have we seen of Draymond without Steph? This is somebody who needs transcendent offensive players around him to work, bro. I don't want to.
What if Ben Simmons played? Ben Simmons played Joel Embiid his whole career.
listen,
Bro, Joel Embiid wasn't trans.
There was
Embiid
real
was transcended
conversation.
at that time.
No, there was real
I just think it was.
conversation whether they should build around Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid. So don't do that.
Thank you.
Prime Ben Simmons,
That should have been wrong.
Draymond, in your team with prime Ben Simmons every single time. That's not.
Is he a better player? Is he a better player than Prime Draymond? No, he's not.
Yes. He is in a
know.
more condensed role. I'm not doing it. He's in a more condensed role. I can't.
Hold on.
I literally cannot do it, bro. I can't. I cannot. First off, Ben Simmons.
If you gave those responsibilities to the Ben Simmons responsibilities to Draymond, it would not look good. Like it just won't.
Not true.
Are you telling me? Are you telling? So Q, you're not,
bro. You didn't hear what I said. I said if you gave Draymond Green Ben Simmons responsibilities, he would fail.
I thought you said Ben. I thought you said Ben Simmons.
Nah,
are you telling me? But you're telling me you're not.
Simmons, I know what you're trying to say. Ben Simmons would perform Draymond's role better than Draymond would perform Ben Simmons' role.
Yes,
that is true. But it won't look the same. Like the Warriors wouldn't be as good. But
nowhere near.
Huh? What?
They would be nowhere near as good.
But they let's put a number on it. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, obviously with Draymond and the Warriors, they're a 10. With Ben Simmons, they'd probably be a 6, at most a 7. Draymond Green and Joel Embiid, with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, they probably like a 9. With Draymond, they'd be a 4.
They would have won a championship. They would have won a championship. They would have won the championship in 2019 if Draymond Green was on that team.
That is not true.
For sure. With Jimmy? With Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy.
What are you talking about with Jimmy, Draymond Green, and Joel Embiid?
They could have made it. They could have did it with Ben Simmons, bro. It's a Kawhi the greatest shot of all time.
Ben Simmons wasn't the reason.
Hitting the greatest shot.
That's true. That's true. But I don't care what. Again, I don't want to have this debate. I don't want to have this debate seriously though. But let's be serious. Let's be serious. In 2019, if Draymond Green was on that team, no one is scoring on them in the paint. No one is scoring on them in the paint. Like no one is scoring on Draymond Green and Joel Embiid front court. Like let's be serious. Nobody is doing that. And I feel like they would have won a championship.
Do you remember the Philly defense? Like the paint defense with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid?
No, it was great, but it's levels. It's levels to this.
And you're still disregarding the actual role. Again, if you swap the player out, if Draymond had to do what Ben Simmons had to do on the team, he would utterly fail.
Yes,
I don't think so. Not on that 2019 team specifically. I don't think so because they don't need Draymond to be like no type of scorer. They just need him to defend the playmaker. That's literally it. Just because they have Tobias, they have JJ Redick, they have what's called Jimmy Butler to be scorers on that team.
Hold on. Q. We're talking about somebody. You were talking about playmaking in a half court, and cool. It's totally different than having a ball in your hand most of the times. But when Ben Simmons did play with Kyrie and KD, I know it was a small sample size, but he showed great playmaking skills with those two.
Oh my God, he was not good with KD and Kyrie. Let's stop.
He wasn't good. He wasn't good at all. Too. That is a washed Ben Simmons, and he was still good playmaking wise. What are we talking about?
Draymond Green playmaking in Philly would not look as good. It's not going to be what you think like on the Warriors. It's just not going to happen.
I didn't say that.
It won't. What Ben Simmons would again, if you just swap the roles, Ben Simmons would perform better than what Draymond would do if you just swap the roles. But the ceiling of the Warriors team with Ben Simmons wouldn't be as high as it would be with Draymond. But it would be drastically lower if you swap Draymond for Ben Simmons.
Think so.
You're probably the only one in the world that thinks that, bro.
No, I don't think that. I'm not the only one. If Draymond Green, I firmly believe that if Draymond Green was on the 2019 Sixers team, they would have won the championship. Unless,
it's not true.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard is the craziest shot ever.
Unless KD, Steph, and KD, Steph, and Clay stay healthy, maybe not. But if everything shake out and you just swap Ben Simmons on that team, you just put Draymond Green on that team, they win the championship.
That's making it seem like Ben Simmons is the reason why they lost that series.
I'm not saying he was the reason. I'm not saying he was the reason why they lost. But in 2019,
Draymond on that team,
Draymond was a better player.
Just inserting Draymond on that team that just eliminates Kawhi's shot.
No, I don't think the series would have won 7. I don't think so.
All right, bro.
And again, Q, I don't know why you're arguing this because you don't think that Draymond Green, you don't think Ben Simmons is a better player than Draymond Green in that peak. You don't.
Because you're arguing something that's not being argued right now, and that's why you're like that. That's why you're not really.
No, he said that Draymond Green was. He said Ben Simmons was a better player than Draymond Green. He is not.
I'm also not arguing that. I didn't.
He's not better. He's not better. He's not better player to play either. I don't think so. He's not. Because what the value that Draymond Green brings on defense, it clears him by a lot. Like a lot. He's one of the top 10 defenders in NBA history. So
let's throw out hindsight. Let's throw that out.
Thank you.
What hindsight am I using?
If you had to have, if this was going to be the best player on your team, well, no staff, no nobody, you're going Ben Simmons before you go Draymond. Every time.
I don't think that means he's a better player though.
But T, if you're smarter than this and you're getting me upset, let's move on.
No. Let's use an example. Let's use an example for this year. Let's use an example for this year. Let's use an example for this year, right? You would probably start a team. You would probably start a team with, like, let's say, let me just think of a player because, like, for instance, like Rudy Gobert, like, is obviously only great defensively. I'm trying to find someone that's around his age group so you can use it as age excuse. But just because he's better than a player that you would probably start a franchise around more to him, like just because what he brings defensively, like he's not a better player than he's not player for player. I don't think he's a better player than Ben Simmons. He's not because what value he brings defensively, top 10 of all time. I'm taking Draymond, like just off just one side of the ball. It's more impactful than anything Ben Simmons has ever been able to do, ever.
And that's subject to, since he was playing, since his role is reduced, he has a lot more energy to focus on one thing. Usually that the cornerstone player has to do a lot. So that other person, I can lock in on one thing and one thing only, and I'm gonna be great at it. That's how that goes.
I don't think I don't. If you saying Ben Simmons is a cornerstone, and Draymond Green is too. He's not no key. He's not just like Draymond Green was literally just a cornerstone. He's been a cornerstone for his entire career. I don't know what you're talking about.
Cornerstone of the Golden State Warriors franchise is Stephen Curry. There's space for one dude. It's space for one dude in that cornerstone, and it's Stephen Curry. It's not Draymond Green.
Steph Curry is literally not. He's not a cornerstone. He's like the franchise. He's the entire franchise.
Yes, he was very important to their success. He was probably the fourth most important person to their success, outside of Steph Curry, Steve Kerr, and Jerry West / Bob Myers. Yes, that's exactly how that would go. So I don't know why you say
third.
Draymond Green would not even be playing in the starting lineup, and we wouldn't be seeing him unless it was for Steve Kerr. He's the reason why we know what Draymond is, bro. So again, he's
the player has to show appeal, or the player has to play to even warrant him getting on the court. That has to do with the player too.
He had 3 years to do that, and Mark Jackson ain't budge. But Steve Kerr did, being a very good coach, as we see now, he's seen something and he went with it, and it worked. Give all that credit to Steve Kerr. Draymond Green, I'm not saying you don't get credit because
he was starting in his third year. He was starting in his third year.
Yeah.
31 minutes a game.
That's like me saying, bro, I'm 25 and a half. We playing on minuscule things that's not important. But if I got Cade Cunningham, he's my best player. I'm gonna need him to carry a huge load. 9 times out of 10, the second best player, like they're gonna be that dude that he's probably gonna be the best at whatever it is, and he's gonna be very good at that. So Draymond Green being the person that I don't need him to be the best player on my team. I don't need him to be the best, whatever. A lot of things that he does are going to get glorified, like him locking in and being one of the greatest defenders ever, because he got all the energy in the world to do that. Ben Simmons being the best, the cornerstone of your team, he's going to have to do a lot more things. So obviously he's not going to be a defensive player of the year because he has other things he has to worry about because he has more skill. Like
he does have more skill. He has more skill, and that's kind of what
more skill than somebody and not be better than them or greater than them. Like there's a lot of greats that aren't more skilled than
he's
them.
Not better. I'm not talking about great. He's just not better. He's just not a better player. I don't think he's not. Because what
player for player
Prime-
in totality, when you add
Prime-
up the intangibles, when you put up the intangibles next to each other, you are going to
what intangibles? What are you talking about?
6'10"?
He really means measurables.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Intangibles is like, yeah, you just use the word wrong, bro.
No, and
Well,
to be fair, Draymond Green don't got no real intangibles either at
He's
all.
a
So
great leader. He's a great leader. What are we talking about?
Stop. 6'10", 250, can move like a guard.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie. That was a whole
Prime Ben Simmons is the better scorer, even though he can't shoot. He's the playmaking is about even, and he's more reliable. Like he just Draymond got him in defending, sure, but it's not reliable.
I don't think Draymond is a better perimeter defender than Ben Simmons, bro.
What do you mean by more reliable though?
Their defense got their prime in their prime. Like Ben Simmons probably right here, Draymond Green like right here, but like everything else, get that to Ben Simmons.
Is Draymond a better perimeter defender than Ben Simmons?
There's an extreme defensive gap. There's a big one. Like again, Draymond is a top 10 defender ever. I don't know what we're doing.
Is Draymond a better perimeter defender than Ben Simmons?
It's close. I'll say.
No, he's not. He is not. I want to tell you that he is not.
I don't know.
Not. In the passing lanes, he is not. On ball, stealing the ball, he is not. Just staying in front of somebody, he's not. He's not.
He can guard more positions. He's more versatile.
Who?
What are you talking about? Ben Simmons is 6'10".
What does that mean? He wasn't crapping no centers.
They're just about as versatile. Like it's not like
I think Draymond Green is again.
Draymond could guard bigs better than Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons could guard guards better than Draymond in their prime. Obviously,
facts. That is a fact.
I don't come up here and lie, bro. You know me.
Draymond Green is still better. I mean, again, his one side of the ball thing. His defense clears. I think Ben Simmons' entire impact, literally entire. That's not even a lie. That's the complete truth. His defensive impact like clears Ben Simmons' entire impact on the floor.
You believe that? You believe that back in 2018, 2019?
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No,
what are you talking about?
No,
I'm a Ben Simmons fan. I never thought he should be running the team. I think a Ben Simmons running team is not good. He's not Giannis. Bro. He's not Giannis. Please. He's not Giannis. People were comparing. No. Q, yes or no? People were saying like if he got a team, he could be like Giannis. People were saying that, right?
There was a period in time where people were debating whether they should build a team around Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid. Yes, that happened. People thought if you built the roster around Ben Simmons, how you built around Giannis, it'd be the same because Ben Simmons was more.
That was obviously dumb.
Based on, but it's not. It had nothing to do with skill. It had everything to do with Ben Simmons not having the intangibles.
Yes, I'm saying he don't got the work ethic like Giannis. He don't got it like the.
Ben Simmons got the yips. Ben Simmons got
the skill set.
Getting hurt.
No, these things they do it based off skill set, bro. They just doing it based off what the player can do and what they measure up to. Giannis was the rawest of the rawest prospect. Ben Simmons was the number one pick. Just based off play style, Ben Simmons was the more skillful player. So if Giannis is doing that with all these shooters, then taking what the prospect of Ben Simmons and swapping it out with Giannis, people thought that was a thing. And he's shown you some things like when Joel Embiid was out, Ben Simmons was balling. He didn't make the All-Star team because he was bad. Like that didn't happen. I watched him, bro can't shoot. I watched him put up 50 on Rudy Gobert. Like that's happened. Like that's happened. Like he's just not. You know what I'm saying? He don't got that. Like you just don't got the mentality is what makes him not who it is, and that people trying to
he don't love ball no more, bro. It's sad.
The skill's not the issue. It's the mindset. Like if he had the mindset, he'd be a way better player. He just don't have the mindset, and that's where people start to. It's like people calling Bradley Beal washed because he got a lot of bread. Like, or you know what I'm saying? He's not bad. He just got mad money. You can't blame him for that. I mean, I could blame
Ben Simmons averaged 17, 8, and 7 without Joel Embiid for his entire career.
For his
on
entire
55% from the field.
Regularly.
Huh?
What
do you mean his entire
That's
career?
about his numbers regularly.
No. I'm talking about why he was. It's only 68 games. 68 games.
I said he's about to average 30. I never said that. You tried to use that as like a
I'm just
Bro,
saying, like, I don't think he would have been going crazy like that. Like, I don't think
what
he
has
would.
Draymond averaged without Stephen
The
Clay?
team still
What has
wasn't built.
Draymond
The
averaged
team
without
still
Stephen
wasn't built
Clay?
like
What has Draymond
That
averaged
was
without Stephen
why are you
Clay?
yelling? Why are you yelling?
What has Draymond averaged without Stephen
you
Clay?
take on Joel
That
Embiid.
wasn't meant
What has
to compare
Draymond
him to
averaged
Draymond.
without Steph,
That wasn't
Clay,
meant to compare him to
and Kevin
Draymond, bro.
Durant?
That wasn't meant to compare it to Draymond. I was just saying.
Okay, but you're
I'm
acting
talking
like
about the point that
16
we
and
act like
7
he
is
would
not.
if
16,
he
8,
would
and
have went
7
crazy for
and
his own
great
team.
defensive
I don't think he would
production
have
is elite. 16,
I
8,
don't
and
think
7
I don't think he would have went crazy with his
great.
own team though. I don't think he would have went crazy. He would have been a Giannis, bro. He just wouldn't have. I'm sorry.
If you put
And that's
pieces
fine.
around him,
Nobody,
No, I don't no.
nobody thought Giannis was going to be Giannis at all.
That's
They
fine.
thought they don't stop.
I'm saying he wouldn't have been Giannis though. He wouldn't have been Giannis.
I said throw hindsight out the window because now we could say nobody could be Giannis because we know what Giannis is now.
and Ben Simmons wasn't
Giannis at that time. Even Giannis at that time.
Ben Simmons wasn't
coming into the league
type of guy. So is that what you're pointing out with the 16?
Ben Simmons is way ahead of him as a prospect, bro. Like way ahead of him.
That's cool. But I think
project, bro. You're not going based off, well, Giannis is hungry and I know, so I think he's just gonna be better. That didn't happen. Nobody knew this was gonna happen.
But we quickly saw, like, in the league, like, I feel like personally, us saying, like, anyone saying that he could have been Giannis with his own team, with a team built around him, that just wouldn't have happened, bro. I
didn't say that. You said that, but again, like
I'm saying that was a thing. It was a thing out there.
Definitely, people ask him who you should build the team around, who you should.
It was clearly Joel Embiid. It was clearly Joel Embiid.
All right, that's cool, baby girl. Let's move on.
Weird. You see, well, I literally said I don't want to debate this because this now it turned to a whole another 30 minutes of us just wasting time. Go ahead though.
The Bulls.
I ain't gonna lie. When they were saying that, Giannis was only averaging 22 points. You ain't think Ben Simmons?
When was they saying that?
Like 2017, bro.
2017.
The first year
that was like 2018, 2019.
It was 2017. It was 2017.
No, it's not, bro. No,
yes, it was, bro. Yes, it was.
How you gonna tell me what I saw on TV when I was? How you gonna tell me,
bro? I saw it on TV too. That was Stephen A. Smith saying that, bro. Go find the clip.
It wasn't.
Stephen A.
It was Max Kellerman saying that.
Oh, whatever.
Max was saying that for 2 years. He was saying that way past 2017. It started in 2017 when they first seen Ben Simmons get on the court. Like that's when that happened. But let's move on. People out here lying. We doing anything for clicks is crazy. I thought we
Draymond agrees and Ben Simmons the base one. We gotta stop that, bro. He's not better than him, bro. Sorry.
They're the same. They're the same fonts, bro. I don't care.
Draymond Green definitely greater than Ben Simmons. He's not
better.
He's greater. He's greter for sure. He's greater.
Better.
He's greater.
He's better. He's better.
I'm happy you came around.
Better and greater. Both of them.
I think it was a misconception between me and you, Q, because I think at first you thought I meant that he was greater or something. I think that's what it was. But I'm happy that
shut up.
I'm happy that you see it now, Q.
Shut up.
Anyways, he in the Bulls predictions. I'm gonna say that the Bulls win this game.
What?
I like everything. You know what? Kobe 50 ball. That's what I'm saying. Kobe White 50 ball.
Everything is crazy. Kobe 50 ball. Boy is tweaking.
Who's gonna guard? Who's gonna guard him? Jimmy Butler's out. I don't even know what type of offense is gonna come from the Heat.
This is the series where you lean on Spo and you give me that same reasoning that you gave for why they're gonna beat Philly. This is the series where you say, yeah, Spo got it. Spo got Ben, Hero, and all that.
What offensive production are you gonna get out of Tyler Hero and most likely Bam Adebayo? Don't see
that damn near didn't happen, and they lost a 1-point game.
That's true. That's true.
It wasn't really 1 point. I think somebody hit a 3-point shot at the end of the game.
Yeah, Tyler Hero, he pump fake. Batum had jumped. He sidestepped, shot the ball. Yeah. I mean, they weren't gonna win. They was fiending for a timeout. Like that was gonna change anything. Whatever. But yeah, okay. It was a 4-point game with Jimmy being bad. Really, he shouldn't have been out there. If you just replaced him, they probably, maybe could have won. So you get a chance to do that from the start this game and allow that whoever that is to get hot from the beginning. Maybe Duncan Robinson makes an appearance and he goes crazy, hits 4 threes, 5 threes early on, and the Bulls just never catch up. This is the game for that to happen.
the Heat social media team posted a video of Duncan Robinson warming up, talking about he's gearing up for the game and he didn't even play. That was ridiculous. But Teef,
The Bulls are gonna win this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know what we're doing. I don't think the Heat are gonna get any consistent offensive production
I'm sorry
from anyone.
My spiel wasn't me saying Miami's gonna win. By the way,
I know.
You know,
the Heat are missing the playoffs. The Heat are missing the playoffs this year. I'm sorry. They shouldn't even been in this situation to begin with, but it's a mixture of them not taking the regular season seriously, I guess, and also them being injured. Tyler Hero missing a lot of time. So this is their own fault that they're in this position. They want to do this thing where they only prioritize a playoff situation, I guess, and it's came back to bite them because now they are in a one-game scenario where anything can happen, and we seen Jimmy Butler get injured. That's anything that can happen, and it did happen. And now their playoff hopes are dead, and they're going to be going home, and they're going to have to go home. And I don't know what's the direction. Where are they going? What are they going to be doing? Because I feel like when you have a Jimmy Butler-led team, you have a clear. No, you have a Jimmy Butler-led team. You have a clear ceiling for me. Like he's not going to lead you to a championship. And I don't care that he took them to the championship. That's fine. Did they win? No.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You need a better, but hold on, because when you get to the finals, you need a better player than Jimmy Butler. You need one. If he's not it,
you just need elites. You need elites roster construction. You don't need somebody better than him. You need all.
No, you need somebody better than him.
Have to fit perfectly. They have to fit seamlessly, and we've seen it happen before.
Miami is one of those teams that Miami fits seamlessly based off coaching. Like they make up for that gap in coaching. Like you said, I want you to understand the just because you can make it to the finals don't mean that player can win the finals. Like, oh yeah, Jimmy Butler led me to the finals, so I believe he can win me a finals. That's not really how that goes. Like Jason Kidd got to a finals twice. You know what I'm saying? He did not win it. He was not good enough to be the best player on that team because that means the guys you're relying on are not as good as you. So when you get utterly outclassed by the best player, like it's gonna really show. Trickle down to the rest of the roster. This is a Pat Riley issue. This is a Miami Heat fan issue, and then the fellow people that aren't Heat fans but believe in Spo and Jimmy Butler too much based off like fake intangibles, because Jimmy is not some all-time great that you think you could just ride out the season and coast and think like he's gonna carry you to the to the finals. And I understand, but he's done it. Like he did it twice. It's weirder. Like they always punch above their weight class. Due to Spo, you get a big boost in you going into a series with these players and whatnot. The schemes and scheming could only get you so far. Like clearly, Spo's so great, his schemes can get you to the finals. But when the schemes stop working, you need the actual horses in the race, and they do not have the horses. Jimmy Butler probably has to be a 2. No, he definitely has to be a 2. There might have been a world where he really has to be a 3, but I'm not going to say that because at this point, he could be a 2. Like if he was with Jokic, they probably still, win a chip because he'd, be the second best player, obviously. But he's also 34, 35. And, huh?
No, I thought Latif was disagreeing with you. My bad.
No, yeah, he's like 34, 35. Next year he's on the last year of his deal. He got a play option for $52 million. That's $52 million. He picked that up.
$52 million is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
At 37, I don't.
And he did find that crazy deal. That was ridiculous.
And then you got Pat Riley. He penny pinching with his trade deals, always in every trade situation, but he never want to give up, a little bit too much because he feel like what they got is enough that I don't really gotta, go really big game hunting.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah. They need to get rid of that grit and grind bullshit. It's done with. I get it. Yeah, I get it. It goes with the narrative. What do you mean? What?
It don't work. And people say it works. It gets into the finals. If for it to work, you have to win the finals. That only worked when you had the best player to ever play basketball. And then it worked when you had the third best shooting guard to ever play basketball. It's not going to work when you have the 85th best player all time. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not. Like, you can't coast and think he's going to drag you through these series after series, because he's done it before. Nah, it's really Spo, and then you still got we discounting Bam being who he is, and Tyler Hero being a bum, getting him through the being a bum in the playoffs, but he's getting them through the regular season, scoring 20 points in the regular season. That's cool. That's how you really coast somebody that could go off and get you 30 at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? That's how they've been able to coast everything else. So now that Jimmy ain't really doing like most of the legwork. He's just chilling, and him chilling through the season is costing the team because now nobody's really hot, nobody's really together. Is just whatever. And now Jimmy, it's time for Jimmy to wake up and hoping he just really 15th best player in the league, hoping for him to go from 15 to 9 or 8 and just drag him through a series. It's not a recipe for success at all. They have all the ingredients except for a top 10 player, because it's usually top 10 players that win championships, and they don't have that ingredient. They got a top 15-ish one.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I don't know, man. I think that Jimmy, I would have said that like 3-4 years ago. A Jimmy-led team can get it done. I just feel like it has to be seamless with the.
That never was the case. That never was the case. That never been a thing. That was never the case.
Who in the West? Who in the Western Conference?
Bro, they were never beating the Lakers. They were never beating the Lakers. Jimmy Butler has never ever able to.
Everything was seamless.
Bro.
Bam. Go
ahead.
Go.
Jimmy Butler was never good enough to be the number one player on a championship team that was actually going to win it. He was never been that good. That's never been him. I'm sorry. It's just because he made it there. He was clearly going to run into a team with better players forever. Like, he's not on the level of LeBron, AD. He's not on the level of Jokic. Like, he's just not on that level, bro. He's not. He was never going to win a championship. When is the last time a player of Jimmy Butler's level actually won a championship as number one option? When was the last time?
I don't know, but I can tell you who got there.
No, okay, it was 2014 probably like Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and all of them, and that was a collective team that was an all-time great team. I know exactly. That's my point. I mean, you make my point. That was different. That's clearly different.
It was bad, and D Wade was on no knees, so like that still took a lot for them to even win that series.
You can't give me another player that's on his level. Maybe Paul Pierce, but I mean, he had KG, and KG was like the better player. So I mean, what are we doing? Like
Allen Iverson. I mean,
I'm saying, like, it just don't happen, bro. That's not a thing.
Allen Iverson. Pause. Allen Iverson was better than what Jimmy Butler is right now, and even he lost.
He's not.
So, like, what makes you think Jimmy
They're
Butler?
They're on the same tier.
No, they're not.
No.
Stop lying.
They're on the same tier for real.
No, they're not.
All right, let's move on. Stop.
AI clears offensively. Jimmy Butler clears.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works, bro.
It's like archetypes. It's archetypes.
AI is an MVP, bro. Damn near.
We're not being serious. Let's move on.
That is true, but it's archetypes. I mean, you just have to be real. That archetype will never win you a ring alone.
Neither is Butler.
I'm just saying, like, so if you really want to look at it in the grand scheme of things, you could say Allen Iverson is better, and I'm not going to take that away from you, but it's really the same tier, bro. I mean, we're just. I think
Allen Iverson damn near would have got it done if he had Spo as a coach and
offensive help.
They're not in the same tier, bro. Allen Iverson was one of the 50 best players of all time. He's really one of the 40 best players of all time. Jimmy Butler's not even in the top 75, like not even close.
Let's move on.
Mean, if he had offensive help, he could have got it done, but it just didn't
When?
I'm talking about AI.
Bro.
What are you talking about?
I'm about to say, okay. I'm about to say, because Goran Dragic was the leading scorer in the 2020 playoff round before the finals, bro. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
Bro, crazy, bro.
We had a minute and 30. We had an hour and 30. We have 3 more topics, by the way.
All right. Let's hop into the Coby. My phone is about to die.
You want me to do it?
No, fat boy.
All right, bro.
All right. Would you rather Coby White edition? Would you rather Coby White or Tyrese Maxey?
Tyrese Maxey.
Oh,
Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, Coby White had a great season. Maxey right now clears him as a player. I don't think like Kobe's gonna bridge the gap enough. They're both still young. Tyrese Maxey is younger, Like he's gonna still grow more. Like he's already better than now. I think that trend is gonna continue.
It's clearly Tyrese Maxey, not even close to be honest.
Okay. Would you rather Kobe White or Tyler Hero? I'm taking Kobe White.
Hey, I cooked through this though. I cooked through this would you rather? I'm taking Kobe White though.
I was about to say, were you about to take Tyler Hero? Because that's
no.
disgusting.
I'm taking Kobe White. I don't know, bro. I just feel like I think he just does. I think he creates his own shot better than Tyler Hero, and he's taking a playmaking jump. He take a playmaking jump this year too. So I'll go Kobe White.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same. I'm gonna go Kobe White because he definitely can get his own shot. Tyler Hero's still a pick. He a Mikal Bridges, like
dribble handoff, pick and roll type thing.
He showed that he could. He's not one of the best lead ball handlers in the league, but he could definitely had a ball in his hands. He started basically every game he played this year, and they were fine with it. He went out there and showed what he could do.
These next ones is where you really put it together, Teef. This is where you really cook.
No, it's easy.
Would you rather Kobe White or Anthony Simons? Now this one is.
It's Anthony clearly. It's Anthony clearly though. It is Anthony
because I wonder what Kobe White is gonna look like next year when it's really just gonna be him. Because I don't see DeRozan and Zach LaVine being on this roster much longer. But I need to see like what Kobe White does next year, man. Like when you have all the defensive attention on you, teams get to playing for you over the offseason. Like, it's going to be very, very different. I'm not going to lie, but that's not a knock against Kobe White. But we've seen Anthony Simons do it longer, being solely the guy. So I'm going to say Anthony Simons.
Yeah, same. And Anthony Simons, they're the same age, and Anthony Simons is better than him right now. Like I said, with the whole, how I said before, they're gonna grow still, and Anthony Simons still already has the jump on him. Like better shooter, they're probably the same. Playmaker. While defensively, I don't need anything from him. But Anthony Simons, he's a flamethrower. Like he could go out and get you 50. I know we just saw Kobe White get you 40. Anthony Simons can get you 50. Like he's that good. I love Anthony Simons.
I think Anthony Simons is one of the most underrated players in the entire NBA. People just don't talk about it because he plays for Portland and they suck. So, but I'm definitely taking Anthony Simons.
Okay. All right. Would you rather Kobe White or Emmanuel Quickly? I'm taking Kobe White, man. IQ. I used to love IQ. Latif, I don't know if you remember this, but I used to when Derrick Rose, I think that was that the second stint? The second stint when he first started his second stint. And he was like a mentor towards IQ, man. I used to love Quickly, but Quickly is a 6-man type of guy, and I think Kobe White has ascended that. I think he's is Kobe White a better playmaker than IQ?
Yes. Only thing IQ does better than Kobe White defend.
Score? No. Score. I think IQ is a better scorer.
What? No, he's not.
Not even close.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because it's like Kobe White's only one season, so it's like
IQ's been doing this,
but he's not a better scorer though. He's not a better scorer though.
I think he's a better scorer.
My fate. I'm
going Kobe White though.
It's 2 shots. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe White averaged 19. He's averaged 15 before, like pretty much the same efficiency. He just didn't have the volume. He's finally gotten the volume. Like he's always been able to do this. He just didn't get the opportunity. He got the opportunity now. He's showing you. IQ had plenty of opportunity. He still hasn't scored it. Hadn't shown you this. He ain't give you 40 in no playing game. You know what I'm saying? Like that just ain't happening.
I'm gonna go.
Do so though.
I'm gonna go Kobe White. I feel like he's probably gonna be like a lead point guard, a lead guard, a starting point guard in this league for years to come. A pretty good one. Borderline all-star level player if this keeps up. So I'm gonna go Kobe White. I just don't see that for Quickly. I view him more as he can probably start, but he can start if he starts, but he's not gonna be like an all-star level player. Like Kobe White, like low key has, like he could be like borderline all-star. Probably won't make it, but borderline.
It's kind of crazy because Kobe White and IQ were kind of seen as like the same type of players. So Kobe White is definitely. What do you mean? A six man.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Please.
I thought you meant like how they play. I'm gonna say don't play like.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, bro. All right, bro. Anyway, N-word on the podcast is crazy, bro.
You say you slap the shit out of me on the podcast. So let's get ignorant if you want to get ignorant. But anyways,
No, we can get spicy. We can get spicy, man.
Is that the
No. Last player. Would you rather Coby White or CJ McCollum? I want to hear y'all.
Coby White. Man, send CJ to retirement, bro. It's up. Give me Coby White. He younger, taller, more hair, beard better.
No,
it depends on what you need for your team. Like I feel like you need like a third option, probably like CJ. But you need someone like to be like the primary scorer on your team. I'm gonna say Coby.
What does that mean? CJ can literally be your primary scorer.
Oh no,
that's his thing.
Cool.
He can score.
I'm cool.
No, if you want a higher usage rate guy, the ball in his hands, CJ can do that. CJ can do that for you like excellently. As a third option, CJ probably can't step in because he needs the ball in his hands too much, and again, that gets him out of rhythm. I'll most likely have Coby White in that situation. I don't know what we're talking about.
But that's part of the reason why Coby White wasn't able to break out.
Yeah, when he had the ball in his hand, he wasn't that good, bro. What are you talking about?
He was a 15-point per game scorer. That
happened one time. CJ as a third option right now is averaging 20 on 46% from the field and 43% from three. But yeah, he's playing terrible. But I don't know what we're doing. Like CJ is still playing good, bro. But like if
he's playing terrible.
If he's the number one option though, yeah, he would be stinky. I'm not gonna lie.
Duh.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather have Coby as my lead point guard scorer.
I mean, you're screwed both. You're screwed both. What do you
mean?
Yeah,
you are. You are.
They're both lead point guards, bro. I mean, offensively, I mean, playmaking wise, I mean, CJ is just abysmal. But I mean, you could probably you'll probably take Coby White in that department. But I don't know. I think the career trajectory, that's probably what Coby White is most likely going to be. I think there's going to be a whole bunch of guards in front of him. Again, CJ is a great talent. I'm not saying like their games are similar, but I think that he's going to be a guy who just fails to make all-star teams and stuff like that. He'll probably get one or two. Two is kind of pushing it. I don't know. I don't see it. But I feel like he'll be that type of mold of guy. But okay. Yeah, that was the last one.
All right. All right, let me get my names up. All right. Blind rate these NBA. Damn, bro. Blind rate these NBA players based on how they perform in the playoffs. All right. First player, Jamal Murray.
3.
4.
What's y'all doing?
4, Q.
I'm fine with 4. I'm fine with 4. I don't really care.
Okay. We talking about just playoffs now, y'all. Okay. But okay.
That doesn't mean.
Next player is Karl Anthony Towns.
5.
5.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay. Next player is Jimmy Butler.
3.
I'm gonna put it at 2.
I'm thinking 3 here, Q. But I'll budge 2.
I'm also fine with 3. I don't even care to get cooked in the comments because I know when this job we gonna get fried. Jimmy Butler at 3, Jamal Murray at 4.
So you said okay, 3. Next player is Kawhi Leonard.
2. It's crazy. 2? He really should be 4, but we go.
How should he be 4?
You said 2? I said 2.
Yeah.
Why would he be 4? That makes no sense.
Last player is Joel Embiid.
Oh hell nah.
Got y'all last. I told you, bro. Yeah, I gotta put Joel Embiid at 1 now. Yep. So y'all list is Joel Embiid. Who is it? Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard. Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Jamal Murray.
No, it was Jimmy Butler, Jamal Murray, Karl.
Okay. Yeah. Ass.
I don't even know how you probably put Cat 5, Joel 4.
I'm gonna go Joel 3.
Nasty.
Yeah, no, hell no.
All right, let's do this NBA. Let's end it off with this NBA playoff tier list. Get this out of the way real quick. Let's put these NBA playoff teams in a tier list. Man, let me share this on my screen.
GD so.
I need some water. All right, let's do it. I didn't take off the non-playoff teams, but we can just ignore them.
Playing.
You got
put the Kings and. Bro, trust.
I don't know. We're doing that.
You want to put money on it?
How much? 20. Let's put 20. Oh, you scared?
No, 20 ball. Put a 20 ball. Put a 20 ball. 20 ball.
All right, bet. I got the Kings. I'm betting 20 Kings is beating the Pelicans.
20 balls, shorty.
So, you're betting 20? What are you betting $20 for, Jaden?
I'm betting that the Pelicans will.
Okay, you're weird, bro. You're weird.
I'm betting the Pelicans win and become first round exits.
All right. Anyways,
wait. No, if we win. Oh, second round ceiling. The Pelicans second round ceiling.
You're not beating them without Zion, bro. Zion is out for a long time.
Okay.
He won't be out. He'll be out for until game 4, bro. Literally at the earliest.
Okay.
All right. Favorites though, we can do Nuggets
and Celtics.
Favorites, Nuggets, Celtics, and
that's it.
Contenders,
Lakers.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not even gonna do that. Put contenders. Let's do it. Let's come back to that.
Dark Horse, put the Mavericks. Put
Mavericks, Lakers. Yeah, Mavericks and Lakers.
I think the Lakers are more contenders.
They have a first round matchup with the Nuggets.
Oh
yeah, they do.
You're right.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? It'd be weird. Like the people we got in contenders losing the first round. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, where are we putting the Spurs?
But they make it past the Nuggets. The Nuggets might be the favorites.
All right, Bulls playing. First round exits.
Yeah.
Bucks. I think Bucks first round exits.
No.
I'm all.
I think the Bucks are dark horses. Let's be serious, y'all. They're not. I'm
not budging on that. I think they're first round exit. I always get.
They're losing to the Pacers.
They're not losing to the Pacers. No.
Yeah, I got it. First round exit.
I don't even think you said that in the last episode, Q. Ooh. I thought you said the Bucks were winning that.
No, I did not. I never said that.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Doubling down on it, Q. That's even crazier.
OKC is contenders or dark horses.
Dark horse.
If they
really first round exits.
When no, they're not. They're gonna win their first round matchup. It's a matter who they not. Put them at second round ceiling. I don't think they beat the Mavericks.
OKC?
Yeah, I don't think they beat the Mavericks.
They have a chance to though. That's not their ceiling. Like that's
I'm not going for it.
They dark horses. They're dark horses. I'll say.
All right, whatever.
What about Clippers?
Do the list without.
Bro, well, Jaden, what you think?
I'm standing on that too. Do it without me too.
Oh, that's weird.
No. Seriously, put what I would do personally. Denver Nuggets favorites, Celtics favorites, Pelicans second round ceiling. OKC.
No, let's be serious though.
I'm being totally serious. I think the Pelicans can beat the Thunder.
Without Zion?
Yes, Zion can come back game 3. Mavericks.
He gets reevaluated. No, he gets reevaluated in 2 weeks. He's not cleared in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's the only shaky part. But I think Zion will want to play, and I don't know. Hopefully, he wouldn't like.
He won't be good. He won't be good on a bruised hammy, bro. I promise you. But can we actually be serious right now? I think the Magic are first round exit.
First round exits.
Sixers are dark horses.
No, second round ceiling.
Q.
Bro.
Come on, bro. Come on, Q.
It's very possible.
Every time we do one of these, bro, I never get none. Like I always go ahead and do the list.
We gotta do like the majority.
I noticed that too. Latif, you just end up putting whatever you think.
The Pacers beat the shit out the Bucks all season, and Giannis is about to miss 2 games, and niggas telling me that they contenders. What shit don't make no sense. We never consistent, bro. It don't make no sense.
I didn't say they were contenders.
Yeah, I didn't say they were contenders either.
You had them. You said contenders or dark. We gonna run this back, but you said contenders or dark horse.
I said dark horses.
Beat the team that they couldn't beat at all, and their best player who was playing in all those games, averaging 40, 15, and like 8, is gonna win when he couldn't do it all season. Sure. And then I gotta rely on Damian Lillard to be a great playoff performer, something he's never been.
Was Tyrese sticking it up in those games?
He was not.
Thank you. No.
I don't know.
Tyrese Halliburton towards the end of the season, like the last couple games. Pretty okay.
What are the Timberwolves second round ceiling?
Who?
Timberwolves second round ceiling.
First round exit.
Wait, who are they?
I think they matched the Suns, but
that you said that they gonna beat, but they can't beat them.
No, they do you think there's no chance they beat the Suns though?
It's not no chance.
There's always a chance. It's basketball. There's always a chance.
But what percentage would you give them? What percentage would you give them?
Like 15. They have not performed well. They haven't performed well against the Suns at all. Everybody in the world sees this as a bad matchup for them. I don't know why we trying to be so different.
No, I already said the last episode. It was a bad matchup. I said it was a bad matchup.
They haven't played well against the Suns at all, and you telling me Anthony Edwards is supposed to be the best player on their team, who's not like some all-time playoff performer. Their second best player is not great in the playoffs. Their third best player
in the playoffs like once, bro.
Can't score. Their fourth best player can't score, and their fifth best player is old. Okay, give me Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, who's been cooking them all season.
What's the Suns? What are the Suns in?
Second round ceiling.
I don't know. I think I have the Timberwolves losing, but I think there's a possibility they're like. I would probably 15 is like low. I probably would do I think it was like a 60-40 type of thing. To be
15%.
Yeah, that's too low. But we do that.
Cavs
second round ceiling.
Cavs second round ceiling.
Low, put them in the second round ceiling.
I think they probably will a second round ceiling team.
Then put them up. Then put them up.
Cavs second round ceiling.
Yep.
All these teams at the bottom are throwing me off though, because like, why are they even there?
Kings first round exits. They're gonna lose to the Thunder.
They're not making it in. Play-in exits, bro. Stop playing with me.
Wait, so we're gonna do majority rules. We have the Pelicans losing that, right? Q.
Hey, bro, I didn't have the Timberwolves up there, but I gotta follow what y'all going on.
We always do majority rule.
Let's see. What did I say?
Huh?
What did I say?
Anyways, I'm not gonna lie.
Put the Kings down and play on exits.
Bro, no, that makes sense, bro. They don't have Zion, bro. They don't have Zion.
Kings down and play on exits.
That's fine, bro.
Tomorrow I will be getting a Zelle of $20.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Knicks is dark horses, I would say. What we think about the Clippers? Second round ceiling? Or who are they playing? Mavericks?
Mavs. Honestly, those dark horses.
The Clippers?
Dark horses.
Nah.
They've been pretty abysmal for like the end of the season, but dark horses.
Pacers, if we are going under the operation,
don't say nah, bro. Put them in dark horses.
Who?
The Clippers.
You think you have a chance to win a championship, bro?
I mean, it's a slight chance. I think it's a slight chance the Mavs can. I don't think there's a slight chance that the Thunder can, but why are they up there?
Why is it not a slight chance the Thunder can?
The Thunder are not winning a championship this year, bro.
I don't think they are either. I don't think they are either.
So why are they up in dark horses?
I said they're second round ceiling.
Thank you.
Okay, we can drop them down to second round ceiling. So why are the Clippers dark horse team?
I don't ever get no say in these.
Because you have
Paul George,
you have great depth, You have Paul.
Bro, we literally put Scoot. We literally put Scoot Henderson, an elite role player, because of y'all two. By the way,
Okay.
that was the thing that happened.
The first time I had somebody. I got a chance to get some. That's because somebody else jumped on.
Because we always do majority rules. We always do majority rules.
You like to
Yes, we do. Stop lying. Stop lying.
You like to act like this is your show, and then you.
All right, you're trolling. You're trolling. You're trolling.
We got Mavericks and dark horses. Do you think the Clippers are beating the Mavs?
No.
Then they have first round exit. I don't know why we going, back and forth with that. I feel like that should be obvious. If it's majority rules, you don't think they're gonna beat the Mavs. You heard me say I don't think they're gonna beat the Mavs. So they clearly got to be a first round exit, but we still got them right there.
But do you think their ceiling is a first round exit though? Like their ceiling is not that though, would you say?
I mean, if it matches up like that, if you guys think that they're not going to win, then they're first round exits. So put them in first round exit. That's majority rules.
You thinking?
That's really what it is. What do you mean?
Because
Latif. It just is what it is. If you think that they're not going to beat the Mavericks, then that means they lose in the first round. So put them in.
Yes, but you think the first round is. The first round's not their ceiling, though. They could beat the Mavericks.
How is it their ceiling if you don't believe they can get past it?
Literally, that makes no sense.
Because I think it's like a 60-40 type of thing. I don't think there's a chance they can win.
Put them in first round exits, bro.
What's you got to split it up? What is
based off matchups? It's based off matchups.
I know that. We talking about Clippers.
You're going off vibes, gang.
Oh my god, you're digging. I'm asking you because I'm asking you. What's the probability? What's the probability on that? What's the probability on that?
I'm 70% confident that the Mavericks are winning this series in 6.
Okay. I
don't think they have a chance. With Kawhi sitting at home with an inflamed knee, bro has not pulled up to no type of practice, nothing. He hasn't played. So we go if we think same way with the Bucks. If the Clippers miss if Kawhi misses 2 games, we believe in Paul George and James Harden going into the series against Kyrie and Luka. Be my guest. If you think they can do that, be my guest.
So we don't have any under contenders.
Contenders.
I said this. Everybody's gonna be pretty jumbled up. There's no like clear cut contenders after the top 2.
I don't think
even OKC, if they win their first round matchup, they're not beating. I don't think they're beating the Mavericks.
Yeah, this is just obviously flawed. You guys are making no sense. How can the Sixers be dark horses if you guys literally said that they're losing to the Knicks in like 5? So what are we doing?
Who said that? Who said that?
You and Max said that. You said 5 or 6. You said 5 or 6 games. That is what they lose.
No. I said the Knicks in 7. I don't know what you're talking about.
The Sixers in 7.
All right, cool. That's cute. I
said Sixers in 7. So if it's 2 7 game series, they pretty much dark horses. Because whoever makes that series is going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's not true.
Whoever wins the Sixers and Knicks series is going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
They play the Bucks or the Pacers next, or whatever, right?
Not true.
It is true. They play the winner of the Bucks.
I think the Bucks beat the Pacers, and then you have to go against Giannis and Dame. That's not true.
Giannis, okay, bro's hurt. That's one. Dame is not nothing past round 1. Like, and their team is bad. They can't defend. Like all these flaws are still the same.
Okay, but again, let's make sense and let's use our logic because we're changing up the criteria. We're changing up the criteria.
I've been doing the same thing.
They're going to be a first round matchup. So if they're going to be a first round matchup, both of them cannot be dark horses. One of them has to be a first round exit.
And it's a 7-game series. We've been saying it. We call it a 7-game series, though.
That does not matter.
That means it can go either way.
A team has to lose. Okay, so whatever team you think is going to lose, you have to put them in first round exits.
And based off that logic, they both have to be first round exits, but they can't both be first round exits because one of them has to win.
That's not true. You guys both think that the Knicks are going to come out on top. So
no. He thinks Sixers. He thinks Sixers going to win.
I never said that. You're not listening to me.
Okay, and I think the Sixers are going to win. So put the Knicks as first round exits.
No, it's a 7.
Yes.
What?
Yes. We're not changing the criteria.
Sixers and what? Sixers and what? Sixers and what? Sixers and what?
Sixers and 6.
And that's totally different. And that don't even track. That's not like majority rules because this is a 7-game series.
Because I'm saying 6 1 game off, bro.
That means it could literally go either way. This ain't like
me and you believe that the Sixers will win, so that puts them out of the first round exits. Knicks have to go in first round exit. That's really what it is. I don't care what vibes you're getting. It's just a matchup. It's a matchup thing. They match up in the first round. I don't care what type of moxie you think the team has. One team has to lose.
What are you talking about?
No, because you're talking about, oh my gosh, like this is vibe. You're going off of vibes.
Okay, bet.
Vibes.
Drop the Knicks down the first round exit. Can we please move the Timberwolves down the first round exit? Or that don't make sense to you?
That's fair.
No, I just don't think we should be doing it like that, though. I don't think we should.
That's fair. Because we're not just gonna pick and choose when we're gonna enforce the criteria and when we're not. Like that makes no sense. We have to keep it consistent. You're not keeping it consistent, Latif.
Okay. All right.
Give me my 20 ball tomorrow because I still don't believe why the Pelicans are in play-in exits, but that's cute.
The Knicks ceiling, we all know though. We all know the Knicks ceiling is not a first round exit, correct?
I didn't say they weren't.
If you believe, first off, it's majority rules. Me and Latif believe. I mean, me and Q believe that the 76ers are going to win. So that means
like I said, is that whoever wins the first round matchup is going to the Eastern Conference Finals. So they have to be a dark horse.
Okay, but Q, you think that the 76ers are going to win the
series?
I think
yes or no? It's a coin flip 7-game series. I don't have a stake in the race. I just rather the Sixers. I like the Sixers.
So who do you think is going to come out on top?
I'm being biased. I'm not using off the basketball analysis. It's still a stalemate. I chose bias. That's what made me pick the Sixers, not because they're the better team. It's 50-50, and I went with my favorite guy. That's all it was. It was like so. That's not no real super analysis. So they both the same level of team. So whoever wins is definitely going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hold on. So let's really think about this right now. This is a tier list, and you think that the Knicks and the Sixers are on a different tier? I think that's crazy.
We had a 2-hour episode. That's crazy.
I think it's my first time, but
it was one with JD. Our first few episodes.
Do you think you think the Sixers and Knicks are on a different tier of teams?
Sixers and Knicks?
Yes.
No, they're not. They're not.
Okay. Okay, then. So this is a tier list.
But that's not what this is. That's not what this is.
This is a tier list. Yes, it is. This is a tier list.
Categorically, that doesn't make sense. If they meet up in the first round, one team has to lose. So that means a team is a first round exit.
No. That is a
win. So that makes the Knicks a first round exit.
No. The reason it makes sense though because the Sixers and the Knicks are the same caliber team. The Sixers Stop. The reason it's like that because the Joel Embiid missed half the fucking season. The Sixers are not even supposed to be a 7 seed. Yes, that does. Nothing. Because they're on the same tier as a team.
We're not talking.
It's a toss-up series. It's a toss-up series.
We're talking about who we think is going to win in the first round. So if a team has to win and a team has to lose. So the team that loses is a first round exit. I don't care if you think they're on the same playing field. No, a team has to lose. A team has to lose.
That shouldn't be how we doing it though. That's not
the first round. Then they are a first round exit. These are teams that we see as a first round exit. You think that the Clippers are going to lose against the Mavericks? That makes them a first round exit. You think that the Timberwolves are going to lose?
I think there's a 40% chance they can.
You think the Timberwolves are going to lose against the Suns? So that makes them a first round exit. You think that the Bucks are going to lose against the Pacers? That makes them a first round exit. Why are we doing this? That makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense, bro.
This is a tier list. So
we're criteria when you shouldn't be. You're changing the criteria.
I never agreed to that criteria in the first place. I never agreed to that.
Are the Suns getting past the second round?
No. I don't think so.
Are the Cavs getting past the second round?
No.
Are the Pacers getting past the second round?
That's based on them being a better team or not. There's no everything I picked was just based on if the team is better than them or not. There's no evidence that the Sixers and the Knicks are better than each other at all.
Okay, but one has to lose, and they still happen to meet in the first round. So one of them has to be a first round exit. That just has to
go. In the tier is where they belong together.
No, I also think the Pacers are. I personally feel like the Pacers are going to lose first round, but that's again. So So I think you overrule here, Jaden. It's majority rules. Me and Q are saying put me and Q are saying put them in the
no, because that doesn't make
dark
sense.
horses.
Where you're saying that they're the same tier of team, and that's cool. That's cool.
It's a tier list.
Case. That can be the case, okay, but it so happens that the same tier of team meets in the first round, so that means there has to be a first round exit. There's no way you can
that
talk
didn't matter. That didn't matter before.
Use and make it sound sweet, bro. It is what it is. These
That
same tier teams happen to meet in the first round, and one of them has to lose, one of them has to win.
That didn't matter before.
It's a first round exit.
That didn't matter to you before. That didn't matter to you before when the Timberwolves and the Suns were sitting right there next to each other on the tier. That didn't matter before.
No, that's not true. I literally said you had to move that. What are we talking about?
After I brought it up, you had no problem with it when it happened. You wanted the Timberwolves up there,
right? Because and then I said that you were right, and that the criteria has to be consistent.
You only said
so now again, you're proving my point. Hold on. The criteria was inconsistent. You pointed out that it was inconsistent. So now I want the whole list.
It only got inconsistent when it didn't work for you. Once it didn't work for you, it was fine before, but once it stopped working for you, that's when it became inconsistent. It didn't really become inconsistent. It became inconvenient for you. That's why you brought that all up.
What are you saying I had a problem? What are you saying that I didn't have a problem with?
You didn't have a problem with the Suns and the Timberwolves at the time. It wasn't inconsistent for you then. They were right next to each other in second round ceiling, but they both played each other in the first round.
Okay, and then once you pointed out, I forgot what team.
Pointed it out after what? I pointed it out after you had a problem with the Knicks and the 76ers being on the same team. Yes, that's exactly what we're going to end this episode. We're going to go back and watch it. We're going to realize that's exactly what happened.
That is not true.
Like when you say you didn't say Bradley Beal was washed, but you really did.
And I look back, and nobody told me and it had to show me proof that I said that he wasn't washed. I literally went back and was like, oh yeah, I did say that he was washed.
And you're gonna do the same now and realize that's exactly how that happened.
No, bro, because you pointed out something that was flawed in the criteria, and I agree with you. And I was like, you know what, this doesn't make sense either. So now I'm changing it and I'm making it to make sense. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Dark horses, that looks about right. I mean, honestly, the Lakers should be first round exit, but it is what it is. It's cool. I don't know why you're putting tweets up there.
Wait, hold on. Let's be serious, because if that's the case, then me and Jaden have the Nuggets beating the Lakers, right?
No.
Yes. You don't have the Nuggets beating the Lakers?
Oh yeah.
So right, they should be first round exits, right? That's why logic is stupid. It's stupid.
Put the Lakers first round exit. I just said
no.
The reason why the Lakers aren't in first round exits is because if they do beat the Nuggets, who's the favorite in the West? Who you gonna trust when Jokic not there?
Okay. Let me propose something. Right. So I think we should put the second round ceilings on the Bucks and the Pacers. I think that's fair.
Wait, what?
I think you should put the second round ceiling on the Bucks and the Pacers, because if the Pacers also, let's say the Pacers win, they're gonna lose in the second round. If the Bucks win, I also think they're gonna lose in the second round. Q, is that crazy?
No.
Okay, right. So Jaden, is that crazy? I'm just asking you out of courtesy, honestly.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
No, it's not. Because I think both of those teams lose in the second round regardless. I feel like, personally. So I think that's cool. Now we got, because I want to get this straight, because I don't want this to come out crazy. Mavericks, Lakers, Sixers, Knicks. Then we got OKC second round ceiling. I'm fine with that. Second round ceiling for the Suns. I'm fine with that. Cavs. Okay. First round exits. Yeah, I think it's straight now. I think it's actually straight now. Anybody got?
No.
Can you look at it? Can you look at it and see if you got any issues?
Yes, it has an issue. We have first round teams who are going to lose, and we have them in list above the first round exits. So that makes no sense. But I want you guys to put this in the Discord, and then you guys can spin it how you want to spin it.
They both have to be in first round exits.
You said what, Q?
They either both have to be a dark horse team, or they have to both be a first round exit. One can't be away from the other. Same way like the Pacers and the Bucks. They either both gonna be first round exits, or they both gonna be second round ceiling. Because if the 76ers make it out beat the Knicks, they're going to 9 times out of 10 they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals. That makes them a dark horse. Same situation with the Knicks. If they beat the 76ers, they're getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. They have the same ceiling.
I want to kind of move Minnesota. Are we fine? If it's okay, we move Minnesota to second round or no? Nobody.
You do what you want.
Jaden, thoughts?
I mean, it's your show, bro. You
All right, bro. Actually, not we go literally. I was literally all inclusive this entire this tier list, but more okay.
You want to up to second round ceiling? Go ahead.
Are you saying it to as a my show thing, or I do what I want, or you think that's actually fine?
I don't think it's fine. I made my point.
You don't think it's fine, then you leave right there. You leave right there.
My argument, how I formulated everything. You feel me? It didn't resonate. So if it didn't resonate before, it ain't gonna resonate now. But if you feel like the Clippers should be higher, put them higher.
No,
I'm talking about the Timberwolves. I'm talking about the Timberwolves.
No. How about
the Timberwolves? They don't have no reason to believe that they could beat the Suns. There's no evidence. Why would I put them up there?
How about we scrap this whole list, because Latif, all these tier lists has been your tier list. So how about we just let Q make his list? Let Q make his list and we go with it. I feel like
I don't wait, hold on. That's just a lie.
Q has an opportunity.
That's a lie. We collaborate on every single tier and do majority rules on every single tier. That's why.
No.
You
override it when you ever.
Bro, no. That's why Scoot Henderson was on the elite role player tier list. Jonathan Kuminga was an elite role player when I wanted him an all-star. Those two players I want to hire. That's not a lot of people we also agreed on. J-Dub was, I think, a tier higher than what Q wanted, but me and you drew J-Dub was higher. Like, it was just, we was doing majority rule the whole time. But people you don't lie though. It's fine.
Listen. All the tier lists you override it when you feel like it's wrong, no matter if it's majority rules or not. Yes, it is.
That's not true. It's not true.
Because we didn't get a say in where Jaden Ivey went. You just put him there. But you can go and say that was.
Did you disagree? Did you disagree with anything Jaden Ivey? Me just putting Jaden Ivey the good player.
And Q didn't get to say his piece. You just put it to me. So it doesn't matter.
And if I would put the problem, the thing is, me putting Jaden Ivey a good player, right? And y'all were like, hell no, Jaden Ivey is gonna be an all-star. I would put him in all-star. That's the problem. But y'all don't agree. Y'all disagree. Y'all didn't disagree with that because y'all literally agreed. Y'all literally agreed.
Can I make my proposition? How about, since you've had your chances to make a whole tier list by yourself?
I've never done that.
Let's let you.
Okay.
Let's let you.
This shit never happened.
Let's scrap this whole thing. Let's let you.
No, bro. No.
Yes.
I'm fine how it is.
You're not. Q, make your list. Q,
make
your list.
Hours, bro.
Your list. I want to go by your list now.
This is my list.
Now we're trolling. Why are we trolling? Q, this is your opportunity to make your list.
Trolling because it's 2 hours in, bro.
It's not gonna take that long, but you know where you want them to go. Let's just go off of what you think, bro. I think that's very fair. You have your list. Latif had his list, and we're gonna go off of it, and then we're gonna see who is.
I've never had a list. But okay, I don't like you saying that.
And Q, I'm agreeing with you. There's times where you just don't get any say because Latif just overrides it. So I feel like this is your time, bro.
Right, bro.
I'm not even being sarcastic or anything like that, bro. I'm telling you, Q, make your list.
I'm fine with it how it is. We good. Screenshot it. Do what you gotta do.
I don't actually
hands on Latif, bro. This is your.
I don't truly think that it's much he will change, though, right, Q? Hello?
I mean, it's his list. It's whatever.
I don't think he would change much, though. Like, what would he even change?
He would. It's not what he wanted, and it is what it is. You kind of pushed him to this emotional state because you just, I don't know, you want to override.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta say no Diddy after this, Jaden. That was just what you've been doing for the last 20 minutes is crazy.
How was that no Diddy? What are you talking about?
That was layered. By the way. I'm ready to get off here, bro. Let's do it.
Is this the list?
Yeah, this
Yes,
the
bro.
list.
All right. Once again,
Yeah. End the episode, man. Do your spiel. Do how you did last episode.
all right, I got you. Appreciate you guys for watching and supporting. All the socials are at the top. This has been the 87th episode of the Latif Room.
Bro, hating, bro. I can't believe it. It'd be
Thank
weird.
you for watching. We're out.